Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. My 33 brother, what up, though? Okay, that's why I'm here, brother. That's why I'm here. Welcome in the sports chat with Mr. 33. I'm here, Mr. 33 from the Channel 9 studio. So, since my guy missed tonight's matches, we just going to touch on that real quick. We got a lot to cover tonight about this. SmackDown, we got Clash at Paris Sunday. So a lot to go into. So tonight we just gonna start from the original. John Cena Logan Paul came out first. Logan Paul came out talking about he the future, this, that, and the third. You know, he talking because he snuffed John Cena, knocked him out last week. So he talking all that smack. John Cena came out, you know, John Cena, he trying to get his persona back, you know what I mean? So he told Logan Paul, listen, man, you gotta be dedicated to this thing. And if you mess up, the prettiest part about the segment was when he went out there, he went to apologize to the little kid because he snubbed the little kid before, when he was bad John Cena, he went out there and snubbed the little kid. So he went out there and apologized and said, yo, Logan Paul, this is what it's about. It's about the people. It's about, if you have a bad day, you go over there and apologize, this, that, and the third. And then he finally told Logan Paul, like, yo, check this out. You better bring your A game because you you ain't gonna be ruling wrestling. But if you don't come representing yourself, wrestling gonna ruin you. And he just walked out. He walked out, made Logan Paul look all stupid, mad, and everything like that. So that was that segment. This might be a very brief thing because this was quick, right? So the first match of the night was Alexa Bliss and Chelsea Green. Uh, when Alexa and Charlotte came out, they came in. Chelsea Green and Alba Fry, they came and jumped them. Uh, Charlotte got taken to the back. She got a knee injury, quote unquote, and then the match continued. Right. So the match was actually Alexa Bliss versus Chelsea Green, and Chelsea Green. That's like this might be the first time I've seen her wrestle in a while, right? But she showed a little ring rust, and Alexa was doing what she do normally. I'm not quite sure how to help you with that. So she comes. I know what happened, but anyway, uh, she came. She came through. They started the match. Uh, Tag champ. She came through and she was whooping on Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green got the advantage. Chelsea Green was Chelsea Green started getting advantage because Albert Fry jumped up in the ring, got interfering. Then Bliss, she came through, hit up with the they was doing back and forth moves. Uh they was trying to small package each other. Then they try to hit each other with the finishing move. So Bliss hits her with the not the twist of fate. Sister Abigail gets the 3 count. Then Albert Fry comes in. They jump Alexa Bliss, and then Charlotte comes out hobbling. They take Charlotte out. They take Bliss out. They stand over top of them. But Alexa Bliss did get the win for the first match of the night.
From usesenglish.com.
The second match was Michin versus Kiana James. All right, this is the second match. Y'all ready? So Michin gets in the ring. Kiana takes a swing at her. Michin, she ducked it. She did a small package. Got the 3 count. The match was over. Just like that, Michin. Just like that, Michin gets the win over Kiana James. And that's a poor first match for Kiana James. I don't even know if she could recover from that. But then Julia came and they try to punish Michin after that. Because now Michin's she might be the number one contender to the U.S. belt. So, but they punished Michin after that. They slammed her face into the podium. Julia hit her with a finisher on the podium. Commander, what up, 9? Welcome in. So after they knock her out, they left her there on the steps like she was in the hood and got robbed type stuff. So they punished her, right? Then we had a conversation between Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre. Called out Randy Orton because he snuffed him the last week. He's like, "Yo, if you doing this for Cody, you wasting your time. Like he ain't your friend or whatever." He said, "I did that to you because you a prick." So they was fighting. Randy Orton was going to punt his face off. Then the fake security and people from the back came out. Randy Orton RKO'd everybody. He was going to punt Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre got out of the ring. That was like a promo type scenario. That wasn't no match or anything like that. But so the next match was Street Profits versus Melo Dome Miz. Before that, in the back, the Street Profits were being interviewed. I almost said Bray Wyatt. Bo Dallas came out. He was talking to Street Profits like, "Yo, my guys is family. I ain't gonna be able to handle them, this, that, and the third." So then when they interviewed Melo Dome Miz, he came out again. And Melo like, "Yo, we gotta do this. We got this, right? We got this. No, we got this, right?" Miz like, "Yeah, we got this." So anyway, we get to the match. For the most part, this was a decent match, but it was only a decent match because of Carmelo Hayes and uh Bianca's husband. Well, uh, not Angelo. What's Montez, right? So they doing the high flying moves and all that. Uh, all of a sudden, as the match get into it, Street Profits gain control because Wyatt 6 comes out and Miz just happened to disappear. Miz disappear on Carmelo. And then they hit Carmelo with they finishing move. It's like a 1D, but it's like a DDT type thing. Not a DDT. Like a 1D, right? So they hit him with that move. They pin Carmelo Hayes to get the 3 count. Then the Y6 comes in the ring. Like they get ready to do something to him. But that reason why they did that is because that is the latest match that's going to be added to Clash in Paris. And so now the tag team titles as of tonight is going to be on the line. YS6 versus Street Profits, as that was a number one contenders match. So they popped up in there on them, and then they left the ring. Uh, but in that particular match, like I said, Carmelo, he's really showing himself out, and but I just think he needs a single run. He needs a single run, and I I'll have that conversation later, right? But anyway, big win for the Street Profits, as they, like I said, they'll be fighting YS6 in a Clash of Paris for the belts, which is 2 days away. I'll have a conversation about that in a minute as well. Uh, the main event of the night was Sami Zayn versus Solo. Uh, Sammy had a good run in the beginning. Solo took over. Then the interference came in from the MFTs. Jimmy Uso came out, interfered in the match. He took them out. Then Tonga interfered, and then Jacob came out. So they fighting, everybody fighting. Those five are fighting outside. They go through the crowd, whatever. So now Solo is hitting Sammy with the solo slam and uh 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 the pop up back Samoan drop, all of these things, but it's outside, inside. But he can't finish Sammy. So then now that it's a one-on-one, Sammy getting the advantage. Sammy Halul kicks him once. Solo stays in the corner. Sammy Halul kicks him twice. Again, he falls out. We get a 3 count. And looky, we got a brand new United States champion, as Sami Zayn is now the United States champion. And he won it in Paris, which is crazy in the most part, right? So congratulations to Sammy. He wins the U.S. belt tonight with assistance from not assistance, but Jay and Jacob. They got the other 3 out the way. And then that was it for the night, right? So now we can go ahead and have the conversation about uh the card at the Clash in Paris with the predicaments, right? We know that the Fatal 4-Way match is going to be there between Seth, CM Punk, Jey Uso, LA Knight. My prediction is that Seth is going to win. She's going to retain. LA Knight might go. LA Knight. Do I see Jay going bad? No, I don't see Jay going bad. But I do see somebody like LA Knight going back over to SmackDown. CM Punk trying to gain his number 1 spot back, but he ain't. But I don't know. Jay's a wild card. I don't know if Jay's going to become a villain and do his own thing, because I remember he was supposed to be the right hand man and the heir apparent to a bloodline. That's what Roman told him 2.5 years ago. So, but I think Seth, he retains the belt. Cena versus Logan Paul. I'm gonna give this to Logan Paul because I think if Brock Lesnar gets involved, I think he's gonna distract Cena, and Logan Paul's gonna get a win. I don't think Cena minds if he gives him the win. The Shula Fowler match. I think Roman's gonna get. I want to say he's gonna win, and then gain momentum to get somewhere, maybe to head towards Seth. I don't know, but I'm gonna give Roman a win. I think he's gonna duck Braun Breaker. I think this is where Braun Breaker is gonna start to lose his edge and want to just start to separate himself from the Vision. I don't think that's gonna last too much longer after the night, to be honest with you. After Sunday, I think. But I'm gonna give that match to Roman. The Sheamus versus Rusev match. I'm gonna give it to Rusev. I don't see how they can bring him back to the WWE and just have him lose. That makes no sense to me. So they have to figure out a way to give him a little run on Raw itself. So I think it's gonna start with Sheamus, and I think he's gonna beat Sheamus on Sunday. The Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella match for the Intercontinental Championship. Do they get old school? Do they go down memory lane and let Nikki win the belt? Does Lila Valkyria get involved and causes her to lose the belt? I think that's a big possibility. So if that's the case, even though Becky's in Paris, I just feel like it could be an upset. So I'm gonna give the upset to Nikki Bella and have them run around with a little Bella twin momentum. Well, not a Bella twin, but a Bella momentum. Excuse me. As far as the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits, I think the Street Profits lose. There's too many of them there. I don't care about B-Fab. I'm mad at B-Fab anyway. B-Fab let Michin get beat up. She was in the back just chilling. They jumped up, put her face through on the metal stairs and all of that. So I'm going with the Y6, but that was a little side note because Meechin was, be out of snuff B-Fab. I thought also tonight on SmackDown, it was said that Jade Cargill is back to being the number one contender. That's a great question, Commander. And for the most part, that was the aim of it for a little bit. As the young ladies like Lyra Valkyria, we just see Julia. She just won the belt a couple weeks, maybe a month or so ago. So they are pushing some of the young girls, right? I just think that they need to push them a little bit more. I thought they were going to bring some people from NXT, but they have a lot of young girls there now. Lila Valkyria, Julia, Roxanne Perez, uh, Chelsea Green is she's pretty new to the WWE. They pushing her a little bit, but not to where they're the title contenders, right? So they have to start pushing some of these guys towards the title contendership, right? The regulars can't keep holding on the belt, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Raw Championship belt now that Naomi's out. They haven't really spoken about it yet. Like, are they going to do a tournament? Are they going to do any of these things? But what I do remember is Stephanie Bakir was a number one contender for the belt, but she can't fight Naomi because Naomi's not fighting. That was supposed to have been a match at Clash Champions. I mean, Clash Champion, Clash in Paris, but they had to scrap it because Naomi's on maternity leave. So that's a great question. But I think they're gonna start bringing some more women in, like Lola Vice, Lash Legend. Those names I just said they're in NXT, which come on Tuesday nights. That's why I watch it just to see who's gaining momentum over there. And sometimes some of the older wrestlers go over there. Like the last one I was just there was Nia Jax. She was over there fighting Lash Legend, and they was propping it up to where Lash Legend was handling herself very well against us. So that might give her a push to come to the main roster. So that's the outlook for some of the young ladies. The young men, I think, like I said, Carmelo Hayes. Uh, I thought they were gonna give Penta and Ray Phoenix and them a shot, but right now they holding on to the veteran names. Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, CM Punk. They holding on to the familiar names, but they have to get those young guys like a Braun Breaker, uh, uh, a Carmelo Hayes, uh, Penta, and Ray Phoenix, and those other guys. They got to give them some shine to give them a definition. Like, even if they say, you know what, Dom, you got to fight one of these guys for the Intercontinental Championship. I think a Ray Phoenix or a Penta match versus Dom for the Intercontinental belt would be a good thing. Is it Intercontinental or US belt? No, I think it's Intercontinental. It'll give a nice little run. Those are the belts that should have been up for grabs instead of the Seth Rollins match, because they only got 6 matches for Sunday, and they just added one tonight. Yeah, so I think that's what they should do, Commander. But we're gonna have to wait. I think they're gonna do that for the Wrestling Palooza, the first event for ESPN, which you got to pay $30 for. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find a subscription somewhere, because I'm not paying $30 a month to watch wrestling one event at a time. So unless something happens, but we're gonna have to sit back and wait for that. As far as that, but that's the wrestling session for tonight. Uh, a lot of things happened in sports this week. In the NFL, we had a huge trade, a trade that most people are shocked by. A lot of the Dallas Cowboy fans are very, very upset as they traded their superstar Michael Parsons to the Green Bay Packers for a defensive lineman and a couple number 1 draft picks, future draft picks, right? The conversation with that is that Jerry Jones wanted to speak to Michael Parsons one-on-one. He didn't want to get his agent involved. Michael was like, no, I don't. Well, reportedly, Michael said, no, I need my agent to do his job, just that and the third. I'm paraphrasing, and then Jerry's like, we had come to a number, this, that, and the third. And then all of a sudden, say Friday, so yesterday, all of a sudden, they trade Michael Parsons to Green Bay. And then Green Bay signs him for a 4-year, $188 million contract with $139 million of that guaranteed. So, when you young and a star, you have to go out there and get what you can get while you can get it. If one person don't want to pay you, you got to go where you worth. Go where you worth it at, right? Go somewhere where somebody loves you, as Busted Down would say. Go somewhere where they love you. Now, this loyalty to the team scenario, I don't agree with that, because they will cut you the same way. They will tell you, get up out of here. We releasing you, or we getting you fired, or we getting ready to trade you, because you're an asset, and we're not being loyal to you. We're loyal to ourselves type scenario. So a player can be loyal to a team, but it's very rare that, and especially in football, that a guy's going to stay on one team forever. You look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady played 17, 18. He played close to 20 years with New England. They got rid of him. He went somewhere else and got a Super Bowl. And he's the greatest quarterback of all time. They do it to everybody. They did it to Joe Montana. We just seen Aaron Rodgers get cut by the Jets and go to the Packers, the Pirates, the Steelers. Commander loyalty is a thing. It's a thing, but I think it's a thing. It's so seldom, because I don't think people understand that loyalty is a selfless act. It's a selfless act, and too many people in the industry, whether it's sports, music, etc., they are selfish. So it's going to be a difficult time for these guys, right? Like maybe Pat. I think the closest guy that I can see retiring with one team is Patrick Mahomes. Maybe Kelsey, because I don't think Kelsey played with another team. Travis Kelsey, congratulations to Kelsey, as he and Taylor Swift just did get engaged. That's part of the sports news, even though that's sports and entertainment. So congratulations to him. But he would be like one of the rare guys that will retire from one team. As if he retires soon, he will be retiring from the Chiefs, and I think that's the only team that he played for, right? I think his brother just did it for the Eagles, but they don't count linemen. They don't feel like linemen are in- they're integral, but they don't. You know, it's hard for those guys to stay on one team because they're a wanted commodity. But those will be like one of the fewest people that will get stay on one team for the duration of their career. But everybody else, you can be traded. You can be traded. And that's what they were saying about the Cowboys, right? If you trade Micah Parsons, if you find you a young quarterback, Dak Prescott is on the clock. That's what they saying about Dak. They saying you on the clock. They don't care about you. They about to you a $70 million you a $70 million commodity, meaning they're gonna be on the books for they're gonna be over the salary cap because of his contract. Uh so it's hard. It's hard for those guys. It's hard to be a them for them to be loyal. They like if we're gonna be honest, the players are a commodity, right? It's no for me. There's no if ands or buts about it, right? This trade, the trade of Michael Parsons tells you just that. If he's one of the hottest defensive ends that's getting 10 sacks every year that he's on the field, why would you trade that? And he's only 25. He's been giving you 10 plus sacks every year for the past 4 or 5 years. You don't trade sacks. You those sacks are necessary because it pushes your opponents back further and further and gives you better field position if they got to punt the ball. So that's why a lot of the people are shocked. I'm not shocked because that's just the way, when Jerry Jones, he's an older man. And when Busted Down say, people are grown, those one of them people. You can't teach him something new because his way is the best way he thinks. Just because his team is worth 10 to 13 billion dollars, and he might have brought him for 10 million or 50 million, whatever the number was. He got all his money back plus some. So he think his way is winning. And then they won those Super Bowls the first few years that he owned them. So he thinks his way is correct, and it's not correct because they haven't won. They haven't even been back to the NFC Championship since 1995. That's 30 years. So it's hard to allow that old dog to learn a new trick if they don't want to renew their minds. So that's why that trade is blowing people's minds as far as you know that's going to be one of the talk about. Well, they ain't going to talk about it, especially Sunday, right? I mean, excuse me, Thursday when they play the Eagles as the first game. I'm pretty sure everybody got them down as a loss already. For me, it makes them lose 2 games, and I will have my predictions. If not Monday, after we do Raw, it'll be maybe Wednesday, but I think I do it Monday. Uh, I'll have my NFL predictions for all 6 of the divisions. Who's going to win their divisions, so on and so forth. That'll be Monday night or Wednesday night, but like I said, more than likely Monday night after Raw. Um, yeah, so that was one of the major talking points. But in baseball, we had Kyle Schwarber hit 4 home runs in a game. That hasn't been done in a while. He's one of the he's one of the 21 that has ever done it. So congratulations to him. But the topic of the past couple of days was in the U.S. Open. A young lady named Tate Townsend was in a match. She defeated her opponent, Ostrepro. I'm not sure she's from Russia, Serbia. Don't quote me. But what was said to us that she told Taylor Thompson that she lost the match. You ain't got no class, you ain't got no education. Wait till you step out of your country and see what happens. I might have paraphrased to see what happened, but that's how Tay Thompson, Tay Townsend, excuse me. She presented it on the microphone. Now, I don't know, I'm not butchering her name, so forgive me. But the young lady said, I just think that if she hits the ball into the net, she gotta apologize. That's like an unwritten rule, right? So it's understandable because if you watch tennis, they do apologize if they trick somebody and like if they hit the ball short and they got to run towards the net and run through the net, or they slide them, if they slide them from side to side, they do put their hand up like my bad or I apologize. But that's just a friendly gesture. If I'm into the game, I'm trying to win the game. I'm trying to keep my momentum. But the conversation was about what the young lady said to Tay Townsend. Now y'all know for the most part. Well, Tay Townsend is a black woman, and the a stripper. I believe she's from Russia or Belarus. She's from the other side of the world, pretty much. I don't want to say she's from Austria. Uh, I'm gonna find out. Give me 2 seconds, because that type of talk is you know. Shout out to Mr. Mod. Mr. Mod was just having this conversation about racism and stuff like that. But you can't have that type of conversation. That was more of a threat than anything, right? As you telling somebody, wait till I catch you, wait till I what she said, wait till you get out of town. Well, she's playing right now, as a matter of fact. Yeah, it is. El Juggalo, ¿qué pasó? Ring of Honor's on. Oh man, I didn't even realize Ring of Honor was on. I just came up here to talk about the Clash of Champions, the Clash in Paris, and the other sporting events. The lady name is Ostapenko. Ostapenko. If I'm butchering her name, I apologize. She's the one that told you ain't got no class, you ain't got no education, so on and so forth. Like, wait a minute, how you talking like this? Where do we do this at? You know? And like I said, it's going to look that way anyway, because it's a white woman talking to a black woman. So that thing is always going to say that that's what it's always going to say, right? So it's just hard because, like I said, they think just a lot of people think that type of talk is over. People don't talk like that, but that might be dying down in America. But you got to understand, hate is around the world. Hate is welcome back to the future. uh, hate is around the world, right? And we know that there's some people that don't like uh colored people, black people, however you want to put it, right? We know in China, they not too long ago, a couple of black people were beat up and stuff like that because they was in the wrong place at the wrong time in China, and it's a lot of crazy events that happen, right? But for you to say that when you leave your country, you hope it's the same way, like that's such a threat. That's like, lady, you can't threaten people like that. So you saying if she go to Australian Open, she might get hurt. If she go on to Wimbledon, she might get hurt. If she go to the French Open, she might get hurt. You can't be talking to people like that. So it's a very you might have to, what I mean? You might be scaring somebody out of their occupation. You could be scaring them to where they don't even want to play this game no more, only in America, whether it's Cincinnati, Florida, Atlanta, US Open. You making these people feel like they don't even want to, like, you can't scare people like that. Like, you got a whole entourage. We don't know your entourage is like that. Listen, if you mad because you lost, just say you mad because you lost. Everybody, sore losers, it happens, right? Everybody lose. You're not going to win every game. You're having a bad day, like John Cena said tonight. People gonna know if you had a bad day. Naomi Osaka said that's not the worst thing she ever heard the woman say. And Naomi Osaka is, she's black and Asian. So if she heard us say something worse than that, then that's crazier, right? You can't teach these people. You can't teach these people how to talk. You can't teach these people how to feel, how they feel. Bust it down. Always tell you, your intent don't trump somebody's feelings. And my 33 brother would be in the background, like, wait a minute, I'm not intentionally trying to hurt him, but I gotta say what I gotta say. But that one was just ridiculous. And I agree with him to a point, but that don't fit that criteria. You better watch your mouth. Now, what if you'd have socked her with the daggone what if you'd have socked her with this racket? You see what I mean? Like people gotta be careful of what they say. It doesn't matter that you don't know the lingo. It doesn't matter if you don't know the atmosphere of what happened over here. You don't know the history of how people been spoken to. You don't know if it's racist or prejudice or hate talk or whatever it is. You just gotta choose your words carefully. You lost, you lost. Just next time you say, yo, I'm gonna bust your ass when I see you when I play you again, I'm gonna bust your ass. You know what I mean? Don't make a big fuss out of it. And then you got you doing it in America. She's representing America in an American contest. Everybody rallied around her. You know? So it's gonna be interesting going forward. Like right now, I think she's up one game. I think she's up one game now. She's playing. Forgot who she's playing, but she is playing right now. Taylor Townsend. I said Taylor Townsend. So it's just it just like it's really that much hate in the world. So you really got to understand. Let me see. She's up one game. She's up. She won the first set, up 3-2 in the second. So like right now, that could give this girl a momentum to go as far as maybe the round of 16, maybe to the finals. We don't know, but sometimes you got to learn how to use those negative words and allow it to fuel you to get to your best destination, wherever it is, right? That's what I'm hoping for with Shiloh. He had the negative incident, he had the little fight, and then they cut him for it. Now you got to figure out a way to get yourself back on track. If you're still trying to pursue the NFL, you have to do the things that you got to do, right? Never mind that you are Sanders, right? It's bad enough that his brother he made the team, but for the most part, we all speculated he may not make the team, but they traded Kenny Pickett, and now he's the number 3 quarterback for the Cleveland. I almost said the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Cleveland Browns, right? As we know that oh my God, what's the boy name? Watson is not going to play this year because he tore his Achilles last year, so it's going to be uh Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, the guy they drafted in the 3rd round, and Shedeur Sanders as the 3rd quarterback. But see the difference? He worked hard. He had to work hard to, he had to re-represent himself. He had to present himself as a new person because people doubted him. They doubted him so bad. He went to the 5th round. Now there's speculation that people was colluding against him. Y'all know the story. They trying to blame the dad for his draft choice and draft options and all of these things, and it's speculative. They wanted to punish him for it, so they made him drop all the way to the 5th round. It doesn't matter how you get there; you got to get there. As long as you get there, you do the best that you can when you get your opportunities, and that's the difference between Shiloh and Shedeur. Shiloh, he was undrafted. He's supposed to put that work effort in. Like, yo, I'm gonna make all y'all pay. Y'all didn't want to draft me, no problem. Let me hit a team with because of my work ethic. Shedeur act like he wasn't drafted. He was dropped as as far as being a commodity because people predicted him to be a 1st round pick. and then he went all the way to the 5th round. But he worked his tail off. Even when they started the mandatory camps, they was talking about he working late and being accurate with his passes, doing what the coaches is saying. He's very coachable now. This, that, and the third. Even though he had a bad outlook in his last preseason performance, the the fact of the matter is, before that, he was accurate. He led the team with two touchdown drives the game before. He didn't turn the ball over. He didn't turn the ball over in his last game. He just was inaccurate, sacked a few times. But it's just the fact. You got to make your opportunities work when you get them. Everybody don't get those opportunities, and when you get blessed with those opportunities, you got to go ahead and work. You work for it. You earn this position, right? Like Shador is earning his spot. He working hard. We hear people getting mad because he got a sore shoulder because uh he throwing the ball too much. I'm like, you're supposed to throw the ball. You're trying to show the coaches that you can pinpoint, you can be accurate with your throws, even when you not under center, even when you're not practicing with the first or second team. You do what you can to get yourself familiar with the playbook, whether it's working 2 hours after everybody's gone, or whatever. You throw the ball through the tire, whatever it is. You work for that. You work for your momentum. You work for your accuracy. You work to show these guys I can do these things. And there's nothing but space and opportunity for you to do that. So when you get those opportunities, you need to represent and do that, right? So congratulations to Shiloh. Like I said, he had to work hard to get to this position, and now, you know, I'm not even talking about his jersey set. I'm not talking about. No, I'm just talking about pure work ethic, work efforts. You do what you need to do in order for somebody to say, you know what, you could be a commodity on this team. And we know, and if you watch football well enough or long enough, the quarterback spot, it can go down like it's nothing. Even if they decide to put him on a practice squad, right? They know he's going to be available for them because they keeping him. They didn't waive him. They didn't tell him to go sit down somewhere. They didn't do none of that. They said, "Listen, you are a part of the 53-man roster." So congratulations to him. Now, like I said, Shiloh, he just got to work a little bit harder. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy because there was a lot of people's sons that cut. You got Jerry Rice's son. You got T.O.'s son. You got quite a few people's sons that was cut in the last round that they didn't make the 53. But we know, you know, they worked hard, and they was busting their tail. And at the end of the day, they wasn't living off their last name. They didn't think that, well, because my dad is Jerry Rice, the greatest receiver of all time, I'm gonna get this spot. Nah, they worked hard, but they just got outworked and they didn't make the cut. Now, the best thing about football is when you play in the preseason, you making tape for everybody else. It's like a video resume. So that's what they doing. They made, they doing things. They all right now. I already got a cut from this team, so now 31 other teams. Y'all got my video. You may pick me up in week 6. You may pick me up in week 3. You may pick me up in week 11. I don't care. But my video is my resume. So now that you have it, I may get a call later on down the line. I may get signed to the practice squad. You just don't give up on it because you didn't get it done the first time. So that's what the preseason is about for football. And most sports, they have preseason basketball. Well, NBA, they got summer league, and then after the summer league, if you do well enough, we might put you down for the G League, right? Some of those guys might go to the what is that? The Rocks League. What is it? XFL, UFL, whatever it was called. But you keep working at it. Just because you don't get that first look as far as making the team, you got to continue to work. And even if you do, you still got to work, because just because you get there don't mean you stop working. You got to work. You want to bench, you want to start playing, you put that work effort in. You work hard to get in those positions. You work hard to you know, maintain your spot on the 53-man roster or the 15-man roster in the NBA or the 25-man roster in the MLB. You do those. You work hard to maintain those spots, whether it's staying late, throwing passes, running routes, learning about a 3-point stance, learning about being a defensive tackle, learning about cover 2, cover 3, cover 4 in football, learning about the defenses of the NBA. You know, the corner jump shot for a 3-pointer to space the floor in the NBA. Whether it's you learning about throwing a curveball, hitting a curveball, pitching a split finger, or hitting a split finger fastball. The fact that you got to work is what's going to keep your momentum going. If you make it, you still got to work hard, because even if you get there, it only takes one situation to get you benched or called down to the minor leagues in baseball or sent to the G League in the NBA. Bronny James, he made it. He got drafted. For the most part, he played well. Then most of the time, he went to the G League and played. Your name is not going to carry you. Your performances, your the way you tap into your abilities, your potential. That's what carry you. That's why I said you either gonna continue to learn, become new or be news. If you work on your potential is gonna make you a commodity. And don't like I said, don't nobody really talk about good things that happen when you touch your potential. They'll say congratulations and keep on going with it. So that's just part of the things about sports, right? You got to work, work, work. Taylor Townsend, she's one game away from winning again. She's up 5-2 in the second set with a one set lead. So, like I said, it's a lot going on in the world of sports. You know what I mean? Like I said, we we literally about what's this Saturday, Sunday, about 6 days away from the NFL. We're about 45 days away from the NBA. Dang, September 1st is Labor Day, and that's right around the corner. But everything is starting to work out. September, that's the final month of baseball. All of these things are happening at one time, and we getting the opportunity to see all of these things occur, right? So that's just what happened this week in the world of sports. Like I said, we got Clash of Champions coming up Sunday. I just made the predictions of that. I don't even know, is Word still here? I don't even know if he's going live today. He didn't even say he was going live. But it's just a lot. Like, we also have to understand that in the world of sports, it can tie to the things in everyday life, right? The way you represent yourself, the effort that you put into certain situations, it can get you somewhere. It can get you noticed. It can get you seen by some higher people, right? It can give you an opportunity. If you don't do well in that profession that you in, it can get you in another profession because of your work ethics, right? Like, nobody knew about Taylor Townsend. She's more known as a doubles player, but the way she's playing right now, uh oh, he's not going live. Okay. So the way she's playing right now, like, she's gaining momentum, right? She's starting to win matches now. She's about to be in the third round or the fourth round, the quarterfinals. And this is what I'm saying. You start hitting your ground. It doesn't matter how old you are. Shout out to Venus, right? We saw Venus Williams play a double match. She won a doubles match for the first time in like 10 years. She's 45. Y'all know 45 is old in tennis, right? So if you think it's old, you're going to be shocked if you see Venus Williams in a doubles match, winning a doubles match. She played a singles match, she didn't win, so she tried to hand it doubles. She says she's feeling better from the ailment that she has before. So she's allowing herself to play. They gave her a wild card position. She took it. She ran with it. She made it. She made the first round, and now she's in the doubles. She didn't get out of the second round, but she's still playing. She's still doing what she loves to do. People giving her an opportunity. She's making the most out of the opportunity, and that's the thing that we have to do going forward. Just because it's in sports, it can represent everyday life. You just have to be able to put ourselves in that position to do so. And when you put yourself in that position, you got to keep working hard at it. Ain't nothing guaranteed to nobody. Did she miss the spike? She sure did. Oh no, she did. She got it. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like we have to continue to work at things. Period. Doesn't matter what it is, a job, a relationship, even in the world of sports. We have to continue to work while we can, so that way we can be the best example for ourselves. But that's pretty much it for the night. We'll be back Monday. Are we doing what's going on with the draft tomorrow? Word, are we still doing the draft? Now, here's a special announcement, guys. Uh, my co-host, my 33 part is doing a fantasy league. Now, it will be it's free, it's for fun. We just want to, we see if we all know how to do this fantasy draft thing. If we can be general managers, we sit here, we talking about Jerry Jones making bad decisions. Now we have an opportunity to do that with our own teams. So we can just sign. If you want to sign up, just hit up the word for information. Uh, so that way he can add you to the league and we can go ahead and do this thing. What up, though?
What up, though? My bad, man. I keep saying I'm gonna put that on my wall because I can't. I tried to put it in the chat and they wouldn't let me put it in the chat, so I'm about to put it on my wall as soon as I get off with you. Yet I ain't gonna lie tonight. My body, I've been getting beat up the last couple of days, bro. So I'm gonna take it easy tonight.
Nothing wrong with that. You had
I'm
a you,
switching
you
to
you had a
my.
blast from the
I,
past yesterday.
yeah, Tay popped up. That was fire. I didn't even know she popped down when she popped down, but yeah, she was up there.
Shout out to Taze. She's one of the 9%. She's been busy, getting herself together, working hard. She ain't been doing her lives lately, but we always gonna shout her out because she's people's. So shout out to Tay.
Tay, eat,
So
yo,
yeah, I seen that.
yo.
I seen her Mella on mic yesterday. So I was just like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it just bring back good vibes when when the crew is doing what we do best, having conversations, enlightening people, giving some newness to the people that may not know things. I didn't know a lot of the things that y'all was talking about. First of all, I'm not a female, so I wouldn't know none of that stuff. But it's definitely good to know that for future references, especially if you got daughters and stuff like that. You need to know things like that.
What?
So shout out to my 33 brother.
My bad. My wife and my daughter like help me.
I hear everybody. Hey,
Where's it at?
hey, family.
Mm, Gary said, hey, where's the plug at? You know what? I do not know. Your plug is out of the plug today. This ain't even it. I don't know what it's at. Yeah. I don't know
But
what
that's
it's
why I
at.
say,
I don't know where it's at.
guys, even when we
I
do
have to
these
find it.
things, like life is life. Whether we make content, like
Hey,
we got
baby.
lives off of this thing. We got to split everything. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Whether it's here, there, and everywhere. Life is life for everybody.
What?
This man is a dad, a husband, and he still gives time to enlighten and help us to learn some new stuff all the time. So it's okay for him to take a break. It's okay for him to take time for his family. They should be first anyway. Shout out to his wife and family for allowing him to spend time with us in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So It's okay if that man take time off. It's okay if that man spends his weekend with his family. At the end of the day, he got to live with them. He's a man. He's a factor in their lives. So he got to touch them as well. We can't be selfish with this man. So shout out to my 33 brother though.
Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. I be fan, bro. And I mean, I've been killing myself, staying up late. Even when I get off at like 3 o'clock, it still take me a minute to wind down and just gotta get
That, but you
myself
got
together.
look, you got a great co-host though. Your co-host be holding you down.
Yeah, man. I'm blessed, bro.
Shout
I'm
out to
blessed.
Commander. That's what I'm saying, and that's the beauty of this thing, right? People think that you don't make a team. You can't make a team on this app. You can make a team because there's like-minded people that don't mind extending themselves, making themselves acceptable and extendable for other people. Making that time to, all right, I got your back, you got my back. All right, I'm gonna shut down. You take over. And the crazy thing is that they be rocking. Like I think Commander got off at 7 o'clock the other day. I was like, Commander, I went to sleep,
Yeah.
woke up, and he's
I,
still up there.
they was still rocking. I was like, that was dope. And the views been going when Commander take over, man. The views go up. So shout out to Commander, man. I appreciate that, sir.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's the thing that we have to understand that it doesn't matter. Teamwork makes the dream work, whether it's a sport or in real life. Teamwork makes the dream work. This is why we run around and say a better you is a better us. Because Commander could like, yo, I'm shutting down. Commander was like, you know what? I'm gonna let y'all rock. They was over there talking about African statues and liquor bottles and all type of stuff.
I ain't even
But
gonna
they
lie to
was
you, bro. That
respectful.
shit
They was
too long.
mindful.
That that shit too long to rewatch. I'm like, bro, I wish I was on a road trip. That's longer than the audio book, bro.
You got to y'all sit in the car. We ain't putting that on members only. Y'all can watch that. Go on the trip. Get on the
I'm gonna
train.
create.
Watch that.
You gotta create a
Give me a
schedule
view.
to watch it. Right. Create a schedule to watch it. That's almost
Man,
a
well,
full
look, you
time
break that
job,
down.
man. Man.
Yeah, you break that down. You can command. You just tag Commander and put it on our page and just let her rock. This is a Commander video, right? Like I said, but that's just the blessing that we have as a group anyway. We all got each other's
Yeah,
back. What you can't do, I'll do, and what I can't do, you'll do, and what we both can't do, she'll do. So shout out to the 9%.
yeah. I want to make a show where like she can just rock out. Cause all I gotta do is create the show, and then she can start it and stop it when she feels like it. And then I told her, I mean, shit, even if she wanna go on petty, just tell me when what time you want. You know what I'm saying? I think she can go in and edit it once I make it. So I think she can edit it too. I just gotta. I don't think she can just make it. But if I make it, I think she can go in and do everything else. So if she just wanna, get up there talk about something, or
Oh, she can't make the show, but she can host it, stuff like that.
yeah, yeah, she can host it.
That
She
might
just
that
can't
might
make
be a
it.
good idea.
But once it's
Yeah.
made, she can do whatever she can tailor it to her liking. Like the title, once it's made, I believe I gotta see. I gotta check. But I believe once it's made, she can go create the title, like put it on. She can do all of that once it's made. I think I just gotta make it.
So that's something. I don't know. Maybe that's something she'll think about if she want to go on Petty and do video edits and video reviews. She can do that. He said I can't.
But until, mhm.
He said
until she,
she said I can't make it, but I can set it
yeah,
on
she,
fire. Stop playing with
yeah.
her.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Hey, you know what, man? Look, my mom the other day, I guess she was listening, and she was like, "I can tell you getting more comfortable." And I said, "Why you say that?" She said, "Because you be sounding like you when you do it now." And she was like, "You," because I used to always tease her like when she at work, she got that work voice and she sound white. But she was like, because I always be saying like stop playing with me, and I don't say it in a means like somebody playing with me. it's like when I get excited, I'll be like, stop. I don't know why I do. I've been doing that since I was little. You know how like somebody tell you something good, you like, man, stop playing with me, man. I just do that. So when she
Stop
heard me
playing.
say that, yeah, stop playing with me. And I only
But
usually
that's
say that to people who know me because people take stuff out of context, and I don't say it to be like, literally stop playing with me. But I say it when I get
right.
excited. That's just something I say when I get excited or when I like something. Like if I see something fly, I'd be like, "Oh man, stop playing with me. I'm about to get that." I know my wife used to be like, "Oh, I thought that meant you didn't like it." I'm like,
Yeah, because that's the first thing that somebody when you say stop playing, we're like, damn, you ain't like what I said, like that was offensive,
right.
or like, wait a minute. So that's
Uh,
understandable, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you build that camaraderie with somebody, man, it's a blessing. So that's why it's understandable if something happens and you separate from a person. Like I get it, right? But the fact that people are so worried about or feel like it can't happen is what bothers me. It blows my mind. Like, how can you think it not happen?
and,
How could you say it not happen?
and,
All you got to do is put the time in. Put the time in
but
for
see, that's
everything else. The nonsense,
that's what
bullshit. You that
no, that's what I was trying to tell Mella last night. Like when we was having that conversation, like what she was talking about with women, when men manipulate. What people do is they have one bad experience and they think that experience is a barometer for the rest of their life, how they interact with people. And it's not. It's like that experience is for you to identify a particular personality. I don't mean like everybody like that. So you go run across non-trustworthy people online, but that don't mean everybody is. And if you go into a situation thinking that, then you just gonna be looking for things and nitpicking on little things people do. Ain't none of us perfect. So if I go in thinking like, oh, Gary ain't trustworthy, and then you do something and contradict yourself, I'm like, well, see, there you go. There's the proof. Like, no, that ain't the proof. That's just,
right.
a contradiction. Shit, everybody do that every once in a while. But if I go in with an open mind, then I'd be like, okay, shit, he ain't perfect like me. Yeah, he make mistakes too. Okay, cool. But that's how people go in, like with that assuming and assumption shit.
But that's the chaotic part, right? Because you looking for that bad example. You looking for that one mishap. What are they doing consistently though? If the good is outweighing the bad on a consistent basis, why are you still looking for the bad? That's a trauma. That's a trauma thing. Like if you make a bad cut and you tear your ACL, 9 times out of 10 you think you can do it. Now that one time is going to trump that other 9 times because it has you so afraid that it locks into your mind. You become traumatized. Now I can't make that cut like I used to no more. I ain't gonna do it, and that's what happened. You look so. This is why I say a lot. Well, that's why I busted down. He says, "Yo, we keep making that minority number a majority number because the majority of times we can do it, but that one time we messed up, it stays with us forever. Oh, I ain't gonna do it no more. I ain't gonna trust this person no more. I ain't gonna speak to this person like that no more. I ain't gonna have that conversation with them no more." And that's what we get stuck on. So we just have to find, we building areas and platforms to where people can relax and have those type of conversations. Like she's opening up herself, right? Because she's feeling free to have the conversation. She's expressing herself a little bit more. She's opening up about herself a lot more as well. So I think she understands it. So we just gotta take her words and examine it and have the conversation. We might disagree a lot of the times, but if we disagree and we can go about the conversation instead of debating, I think that's what makes her more comfortable. Even if you guys disagree, there's no debating about it, right? It's just, all right, I hear you, you hear me. Let's agree to disagree. I understand your point, you understand my point. I don't agree with it, where we can keep it going forward. And I think that's what we're doing as a group anyway. We're allowing people to come up and have those conversations, but they are free enough to agree or disagree and not feel no type of way behind it.
And that's the key, man. And like if you just take the time to listen to somebody, like you can avoid a lot of things. Like I was telling her yesterday, like when I was talking about like women have to, talk to the young women and shit and give them more direction and guidance.
Hmm.
And then she was giving me like a hypothetical, but it was detailed. And I'm telling her like I understand that, but that's a minority. We talking about the majority. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be
Right.
people left out. You know what I'm saying? Who don't fit the criteria. It's always gonna be like that. Now we can have a more delineated discussion about what to do for these type of people, but right now, like when you having general conversation, you're talking about the majority, not the minority. But and then if you even identify like people, it can't listen to even identify that. I can tell when people when things start getting real specific, like nah, bruh, that's not even what we talking about. Like those people ain't qualified in this conversation right now. And you just like Mellow cool. Like I told her, like, okay, I understand. You talk about single mothers and they ain't the single mother who didn't have their daddy now raising a single girl. Yeah, that's a minority. That's not the
Mhm.
majority. But I understand what you're saying. What you're saying is not wrong, and I'm not taking that away from you. But what I'm saying doesn't apply to that. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
and
a
like I
real
said,
specific scenario.
yeah, but that's why I say a lot of the times, right? If you allow people to if you allow people to have their conversation, they'll open up and tell you a story, even if they don't know they're telling the story, right?
Hmm
That's specific, like you said. So it's like, okay, this happened to you before. I understand this happened to you. That's why I'm just allowing you to flow with it, so that way we can
Yeah,
have a conversation. If you take it, you take it. If you don't take it, you don't take it. But the platform is yours for you to have the conversation. I'm just glad that she feels comfortable enough to have the conversation, even if it's out of the clear blue sky. And like I said, that's something that we have been working on, for the longest time. Even if it's 8 months down. We came in this year talking about we're gonna make it comfortable, but now we seeing it coming into form, right? We see people coming in having the conversation. If it's Mela, if it's Dolly, Naga, whoever else, they come in, they had a conversation, they comfortable right where they at. Like I said, if we don't agree with it, it's still you go ahead, keep talking. We gonna listen to understand, and then we could either give you something to add to it or you don't take it, whatever. But we're allowing you the platform to have that conversation where everybody else is going to try to overtalk you, have a debate about it, this, that, or the third. That's not what we're here for, right? We're here to build a camaraderie, build things that work together. So that's the thing that we're doing. Whether it's this channel, your channel, Commander B channel, which is petty. Commander, we gonna need you to do some videos because we want to have these conversations. But we gonna on your time, Commander. But shout out to Commander as well.
yeah, man. I gotta hit you up tomorrow. I want to start this podcast. We ain't gonna start it until November.
Okay.
I mean November, December, but
Whatever. Like that's why I checked on you earlier. Like, yo, that's crazy. Right? I ain't speak to him all week. Look, he been missing. I've been well. Like I said, I've been running in and out to the hospital, so checking on family. So it's like, God, Lee. But that's why I'm trying to tell everybody, man, you gotta be careful with this stuff, man. This thing is real. You don't know who's after you, what's coming to get you, your health, your life. You gotta take care of yourself. Things be creeping up on you. We ain't spring chickens no more. We ain't in our 20s. We are not as invincible as we once thought we was. So we gotta stay on top of ourselves.
man, I'm getting back into my herbs, bro. I'm sipping on some hibiscus and elderberry right now. Trying to cut that coffee down, bro. Trying to get right, get tight.
Wow,
Drink coffee once a day and
that's
then
a
get back
change.
into my herbs. Yeah.
That's
Eventually, I'm gonna
definitely a
stop drinking
change.
coffee. That's healthy help. I think like ginseng and green tea will help my shunt drain. I'm gonna try that out this week and see how that work out. And if it do, then I'm done with the coffee.
That's wow. But that's the discipline that you got too, though, man. That's what I'm saying. All of this stuff that's happening, right? It doesn't just like people just think that discipline is only for certain things like athletics. Is no, discipline is a part of life. You can put that
Yeah,
anywhere in life. It don't have to
it's
just
not
be
even.
discipline
That's a
on
way of life,
sports and
bro.
things like that. You can be disciplined in life.
That's just a way of life, man. The more discipline you got, the
Yeah.
more control you got of your own life. I'm gonna talk about cultivation next week in the sense that the Asians or Eastern people talk about it. Like cultivate your life. When we talk about over here in the West, we usually talk about planting something. Well, you can use that as a metaphor.
Right. Because even when you like you said, we trying to like how do we say it? How do I? Because like even when I had that conversation, I'm like, yo, you putting that in the air, but you trying to plant it in somebody's mind and things like that. So it's like you got to plant the seed, plant the seed. A lot of people's not receiving it because they heart just they heart and their mind they stuck where they at. So now if you got to talk to them from the Eastern standpoint, then maybe that'll gravitate. I don't know. These people are weird. They learn from different aspects, but you the guy that can do it because you have the different tools to make it happen. That's why you the big nine.
Man, I can't.
Even some
I can't call him, bro.
that's
I try. I do, man.
you
I
too,
be looking.
Commander.
It that should be getting disheartening. Like when people be with you for a minute, and then it's like you realize they ain't pick up on shit you say. Like, fuck you around here for then. Then I had to think about it. Like, man, this social media, bro, they just chilling. They just chilling, man.
Right. That's another thing, right? Shout out to the loyal viewers and things like that. I don't discount them. I don't do none of that. Right? It's just the fact that the people that come through, you just hope it's resonating, it's touching, it makes sense. That they're applying the situations into their life. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But
It
a
don't.
lot of people not applying it because they just there.
And then I don't think people really know how to apply it, bro. People don't know how to go through like they don't know how to go through processes of things. Well, everything is a process. Most people, I don't. I'm starting to think it's subconsciously implanted. I mean, it is implanted in people's subconscious to receive instant gratification. Like people don't like putting the work in. That's what I'm talking about cultivation. It's a process, man. Everything is.
Yo, that's crazy because
Everything is a
that's what Missing
process.
Mind was talking about. Culture, cultivating, and then they had to put the race in it. I was like, oh my, I was going to hit you up like, yo, just listen to Missing Mind. I mean, they're going crazy. But it was just like, yo, I wanted to jump up there, but they had like 10 people up there. They was killing Jill. I said,
Was
Jill, you
it
might as
that
well throw in a white
that was
flag.
today?
Yeah.
I watch some of it. I be in and out because I be with the kids. So like if they active, I be listening 1 minute and the next minute somebody calling me, they talking to their pop and their nana and their mama and I forget where I was doing before that and then I start doing something else. My ADHD be real, bro.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes. But that's why I said, it's good that, we literally done a lot, and whether we see it or not, we're gravitating to people, we're gravitating outside of what people would say is our realm. When you're a unique person, you don't have no realm. There is no box for you, right? You can reach
Yeah.
people that they may think is unreachable, but they're more amazed, like, yo, how you get that person over here? And this, listen, all we doing is having a conversation. It resonating. We talking. They here. That's all that matters.
I
Now it's
gotta
up
go
to
back
you
and
to keep them.
I gotta go back and watch Missing Mind now. 'Cause I'm interested in what they was talking about. Like how
They
did
was
they
talking
blend
about
races? But, no, go ahead.
was it, what, no, because no, I'm saying I'm trying to remember what time she came on. I know she went off at like 7 o'clock. They went to somebody else's, but they was tearing Jill ass up. Jill,
Mhm.
they was get him. I said, Jill, you might as well just throw in the towel, man, because you sounded real crazy. They like, if you split, they was asking bad questions like, yo, if you smoke weed, is that black culture? I was like, yo, they wild.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I like it. Word was up there. I know he was said something like,
I know that dude kind of weird, dude. He remind me of somebody who be having identity crisis and shit because it's like one day he was like he kept like referencing me being black, like, oh, that's black, and he was like, well, I'm half black, and I'm like, so why you talking down on your halfness, bro? Like, you act like black culture is bad or something, bro. Like, if you look at any culture, bro, it's levels to it, bro. You got the bottom and you got the top of the shit, bro. That's just how it is, man. In white culture, they call white society or white collar. Then you got white fucking trash, bro. They don't mix the two up. So why y'all
yeah.
keep just want to say one thing is black culture? Like, nah. And most people, like, I don't like when people don't speak from experience, bro. I end up tearing your ass up. Because if all you been around is ignorant ass black people, that say more about you than me. That's all you ever been around. That's probably because your ass ignorant too. You ain't never been
They
around
was
no
because I think they was trying to
sophisticated
say,
black people there.
I, yeah, because I think they were trying to say they was. I think they were trying to say something about there's two different type of racism. I'm like, wait, what? What the hell are y'all talking? I was over there like, yo, where? I like, yo, I was gonna hit you up like, nah, I'm gonna leave
Man,
you
y'all
alone.
gotta hit me
It's
up,
your
man.
Friday.
Nah,
I
hit
know.
me up, man. Nah, y'all when shit go down, hit me up, bro. I'll be wanting to be part of shit. I just be like when I don't be on YouTube, I don't have, you know what I'm saying? It's like if I don't got time to sit and look at my phone, then I don't be on it like that no more. Then my daughter, she an
Right.
animal, bro. She be everywhere. And then we was outside. I was teaching my son how to play baseball. Man, he gonna be nasty, bro. He gonna be fucking nasty, bro. I'm putting him in. I'm going to get a T-ball set. He about to play T-ball. He getting them gymnastics next month. But his swing, bro, and his back power, it remind me of me when I was little. So yeah, he gonna be nasty, bro. My wife like,
So
he
you
ain't
get.
playing
So where you
football.
going?
All his family play football. He ain't playing. And my dad already like, I already got him signed up. Like, he already ready to go. Mhm. My dad like, I'm taking him
But
down to
that's the thing,
Pennsylvania
man.
next month. He'll be ready to go.
Wow. Yo, PA, they do get a lot of people going. This is look. They over here talking about Micah. He from I don't know if he from PA. Micah Parsons. I think so. I know he went to
I
Penn
don't know
State.
if he from
I know
PA.
that.
He went to Penn. Him, Aaron Donald, got the other boy, what's his name? Darrell Ty.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Brad. That's what I'm saying. It's
there's a lot
bad
of
people
people.
that's from that area. So they give out good sport. They got that football breed. They
Dan
just think it's
Marino.
down in Georgia and stuff like that. It's everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
Marino.
some of the greatest quarterbacks came from around that area, man. Marino, was it Montana? It was another white boy. I don't know if it was Montana.
I think no, it was yeah, because it was that. I think it was like that
Him
same
and Dan
draft.
Marino
Like
was
a
going
couple
at it.
people from
Yeah,
PA.
they was going at it in high school, and yeah, they was going at. I think it was Montana and Marino going at it in high school. One of them. I know it was Marino for sure because I
So
know his people. Like, I know some of his people.
yeah, yeah, he was straight pit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
grew up
but
with
that's what
Dan
I'm saying.
Marino.
That little hot pocket right there, that Pittsburgh, Ohio area, that borderline scenario. People just think, like I said, they just think that they
Tony
down south is
Dorsett.
football territory out west. Yep,
Shit, Tony
he's from
Dorsett.
Pitt.
Shit, Pitt. He's from Aliquippa, bro. His people. I grew up with his. My dad dated his niece, and then my cousin married her.
Okay, keep it in.
But check this out, bro. His
Keep it
family
in
was
bed.
some of the biggest drug dealers in that small town, bro. They lit that bitch up.
I can-
His brother, I think it was his brother or his nephew, one of them.
but that's the
His
that's the
family kind of they
diversity
ran
that
that.
that's what I'm saying.
His family ran that town.
But
They was like the biggest name in that town up until like 2015 when they all the feds
wow,
came in there and shut all that shit down. But his family was running that shit.
that's what but that's why I tell you, even when you got the adversity, man, you got to be diverse. You try to get away from there. You keep the good ones away, but sometimes they find their way there, and some of them might get caught up. It happens to the best of us. It's just the surroundings, right? You want to play ball, you want to keep yourself out of the way, but sometimes you find
But
yourself. This ain't a John Morant situation. You ain't from that part of the scenario. This ain't a Michael Irvin
right,
scenario. Y'all didn't grow up in none of that, none of that stuff. Stop faking it. Y'all didn't do that. Your parents got y'all well enough to where they got you out of the scenario, out of the hood, into the burbs. Live your life. You ain't got to go back. Stop going backwards. Go forward with your life. Play ball. Stop running around with handguns and losing 200, $300 million. Man, look,
yeah, bro, you
they
pointing
just better be
guns at
lucky I
kids.
get that opportunity.
Like, man, these little young dudes, man. But you know what? I was thinking, like, man, if social media was around when I was younger, I still wouldn't have been on it, bro. I wasn't even taking pictures, bro. When I was running around the street, I wasn't even taking pictures. Motherfucker snap a camera, I'm like, give me that. Nah, bro. I don't need no updated looks on me, bro. I don't need to. Fuck y'all.
Yeah,
That's how it was. That's how crazy I was like when I like. But that's what I be telling people like when you in it and you in it to win, bro. It's you have standards, you have boundaries, bro. And I even had that shit in the street shit. That's why I ain't got no record, bro. A lot of people, that I was in the street. I was locked up 16 times. Nah, bro. They got me. Anytime they got me, bro, it wasn't nothing about me. It was because I was with somebody stupid. And then I got off. So, I mean, I had to stay the night and shit. But other than that, shit, I got to go home because it wasn't me. But that's how you got to be in life. I just applied that same, like, how strategical and methodical I was in the street. I do that shit in real life too now, bro. Because life is life. No matter if it's the street or the
that's
boardroom, bro. You gotta be like
that's all I'm saying. I
three or four
agree.
moves ahead, bro. You gotta be 3 or 4 moves ahead. And if you ain't, bro, that's your ass. That's just how it is. And ain't no start over. Ain't no ain't no reset.
Ain't no reset button there. The only reset you think it is you stuck when you if you go behind that wall, you stuck until you get out. You think you just time moved on without you, homeboy. You did 10 years. You think it's 10 years late? You think it's 10 years ago? No, it might be 20 years later for you. Technology might have came and swallowed your whole life up. You don't even know how to use a
Hmm.
cell phone. You don't know how to use nothing. You stuck. You was stuck behind the wall. Ain't no technology like that. Now they might be doing it, but back in the days, there was no AOL in jail. There was no none of that stuff. Y'all got tablets. They
Uh,
got tablets and stuff now in the
hmm.
jail. I'm like, y'all, y'all living good then. They make look. Y'all don't even see the trap. The trap is they making it so comfortable for you. You might want to go back on purpose. What you
Right.
talking about? Y'all gotta be careful what they doing. Man,
You
jail
can't,
ain't
man.
that.
You
Look,
can't.
jail ain't that bad. Yes, the hell it is.
Yeah, bro. People be saying that shit. Oh, jail ain't bad. What the fuck you mean, bro? You in a cell with a whole bunch of dudes, bro. How the fuck that shit ain't bad? Bro, you smelling feet and ass all day. Like your toilet is next to the bed, bro. How that ain't bad, man? I was like, even like, bro, when you blow it up in the house, you close the door and open a window, bro. You ain't got that option no more, man. That shit right there, bro. You be in a good sleep, and then your damn dream turns to a nightmare. You think you done fell in a damn sewage hole or something because somebody just took a shit 3 o'clock in the morning. Mad as much. Nah, I'm good, bro. I
Ooh,
like mad.
ooh, what's that?
Who let you outside?
Ain't no.
Oh my wife, she must have been
ah,
out here. Did mommy let you
oh
outside?
man, that's crazy.
Did mommy get up and let you
Look,
outside?
Colorado, Lord.
He was crying
Look,
about the
Deion
girl.
lost his first game of the year.
Down, down, girl, down. I'm on a freaking camping chair. You can't jump on my lap. She thinks she little, bro. She big ass dog keep jumping on me. Damn near 80 pounds.
We sitting here trying to fight for you to have control of life and your mind and your faculty. You talking about you like jail where you gotta sit there. They telling you when to go to bed. Man. They paying you
When
pennies on
people,
the dollar. You talking about you like that.
man, when people tell me they okay with jail, I just be thinking they like gay, and it's just they can be themselves in there. They ain't got to be out here acting and shit. Like there ain't no way in hell no heterosexual man gonna enjoy jail. No, no, I'm good. I hated going to football camp, bro, because it's just I'm in there with weeks of dudes, bro. Like what the fuck? Man, ever since I was a kid, bro. I've been around women. I was raised around women. I'm used to being around women, bro. I get around a bunch of men, bro. I feel
Mm.
uncomfortable. Like, nah, bro. I start looking like because men to me are threats, bro. I'm just being honest. Women are liabilities, but I'd rather be around a liability because I can limit it than be around a threat. Men are threats to me, bro. They're
But
bigger
they say
liabilities.
men are op. They're the ops. That's the term now.
Yeah, bro.
Ops.
I can't be
Yeah.
around a bunch of dudes, bro. Mm-mm. I remember my homeboy. We used to after work we'd go over his house. I'll get a drink or two and leave. I wouldn't even be there for an hour. And one day he asked me, he was like, "Bro, why you come for a minute and leave?" I said, "Because it's all dudes down here, bro. Like, what the fuck I want to sit around a bunch of dudes and get drunk for? You know what I'm saying? And then y'all gossiping like little girls about what happened at work. I don't want to hear that shit." And then he was like, then he started inviting the women over. And I've been chilling 3, 4 hours and shit. I wake up in this house like, shit, I gotta go home, take a shower, and go to work. Like, god damn, bro, why you ain't told me to go home? You got some chicks around. I'm chilling, bro. I be sitting on the couch.
Yeah, that's
All the
just
dudes be at the bar. I be sitting on the couch chilling with the chick, talking about shows and shit. Like, yeah, I can do that. They go, look at his ass. Yeah, I'm chilling with the women, man. Y'all over there all stumped up and shit. What wrong with you?
talk about that 9 to 5. I don't want to hear about that nine. I got my own 9 to 5 or whatever time you go to work.
Right.
I got my own situation. I
Right.
don't want to hear that shit with y'all. Turn the
I tell
game on
people
or
that, bro.
something. Let's talk about that.
When we look, you talk to me about work when I'm at work. When I'm punched out, I don't want to hear shit about that shit, bro. I'm good. I do not bring
I'm
work home
gone.
with
Talk
me
to me
unless
tomorrow.
something crazy happens. If something crazy happens, then yeah. But everyday shit, no, man. Day in, bro. Same old shit, routine. They tried to get me to come back to that anesthesia job. Like, you ain't even, I'm like, I can't see. Well, you just need to train everybody and tell them what to do. Like, man, I ain't coming here. I don't feel like being around y'all, bro. It's too many people. I don't like being around people no more, bro. Shit, I ain't got, you got me fucked up.
Uh oh.
I
Yeah.
love, bro, look, man, I'm telling you, bro,
Come
I
back
love
to
my
that
peace of
guy.
mind, bro. Bro, I love my peace of mind, bro. I be having a peace of mind when I ain't around people, bro. My mind is at peace, bro. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I ain't got to think about
You
nothing.
ain't got to
I can
worry
just
about the
be, I be in
craziness. You ain't got
Zen,
to
bro.
worry about nobody backstabbing you.
Yeah,
You ain't got to worry about nobody trying to set you up under the bus. Nothing. You ain't got to worry about none of that.
I ain't got
Maybe
to hear
look,
about
maybe the
nobody.
kids they might set you up by messing the living room up. That's it. Look.
Uh, like, I ain't got to hear about nobody baby mama putting them on child support. I ain't got to hear about no deadbeat dad. I ain't got to hear about none of that shit, bro. None of that shit exists in my
You
world,
ain't got to
bro.
hear that.
I ain't got to deal with it.
You ain't got to hear
That's
about
how I like it.
the neighbor, the anesthesiologist creeping with the other one. You ain't got to worry about none of that. You ain't listening to nothing. That ain't where I'm at now. I'm over here.
Bro. I
You
like
think
hearing
that
about
one
good
likes
shit.
me? Nah, I ain't Dr. Phil. We ain't doing that. I ain't
Mm.
Dr. Phil. Y'all call him. I ain't got to hear none of that. But
It's
it's just
just,
like I said, it's just a peace of mind that we strive for
it's just,
anyway.
it's just funny to me how people think it's like only they like this fucked up. Ain't nobody else like fucked up but theirs. And I'd be like, bro, everybody got it bad, right? Everybody dealing with something, right? You know that, right? It's just people. Everybody don't complain like your ass. You just cry about the shit. Like somebody posted, like, what is feeling bad? If I feel bad for you, is that gonna make the situation better for you? Is that gonna make it easy? Is that gonna make it go away? Is it gonna solve the problem? No. So the fuck you want me to feel bad for you for? Like, what does that do? It don't do nothing.
Because they ain't gonna take your solution. So what the fuck you tell me for?
Mm-mm.
Like, yo,
Bro, it's some
this
shit.
person doing me bad. Get traded. Leave the
Shit.
job. Leave them alone.
Mm.
You ain't gonna do nothing I just said. None of those three options you gonna take. You gonna stay right there. What the hell you telling me for? It?
Look, bro,
That's
I
why I
used to
say,
tell
man,
them,
you can put life in anything.
'cause at that job, bro, it was like, you go through that process of being fully staffed and then understaffed. And you understand, you grinding and shit. So I be in there just doing it. I'm just the type of person to get my shit done quick and then I can relax early. That's what I used to always do. And I'd be sitting around while everybody working hard. I ain't helping you, bro. What y'all motherfuckers was sitting around when I was working. Now it's time for me to sit. No, I ain't helping, bro. I'm not helping. If I ain't got to, if it ain't nobody life on the line, I ain't helping you do a goddamn thing. I did my job. You gonna pay me some of that check? Nope. Okay, then you good. So they start complaining like, man, they overworking us. They ain't trying to hire nobody. This, that. Every day, 4 days straight. And I'm like, bro, just quit. Just quit. Well, you still here? Yeah, I ain't complaining though. I'm just doing the shit though. I'm still getting it done. Well, that's the reason why they making us. And they ain't hiring nobody because your ass doing everything. Oh well, I'm getting a check for it. So guess what? I'm gonna do it. And shit ain't hard. This shit is not fucking hard, bro. You just gotta use your brain. You lazy motherfuckers want to be like robots and just do shit where you ain't gotta think. You got the wrong job. Got the wrong job.
That's the crazy part. Y'all get mad because somebody's doing their job and ain't complaining about it. I ain't gotta feel the way you feel. That's your feelings. I don't need to validate your feelings. I don't want to confirm your feelings either. Nigga, keep me out of it. Keep it over there.
Man,
But now that you got
same
that
shit
peace
with
of
me.
mind, you ain't gotta worry about none of that no more.
I ain't
You ain't
no
gotta confirm, deny
whoa.
anything.
I be an asshole 24/7, 7 days a week. Won't turn it off. I'm gonna keep it on. I'll be like one of them grumpy old men. Remember that movie Grumpy Old Man? Yeah, I'd be just like
Yes, I
what's his
do.
name? What's his name? Danny
Which
Glover.
one? Walter
Danny Glover.
Matthau? Oh, Dan Clay?
Mhm.
Like, nah, nigga, I ain't coming to nah, ninja, I ain't going over there. Nah, man, leave me
Mhm.
alone. You start talking about people like your mama. Like, wait a minute, where you
Look,
going with this? That you annoying me. Stay over there. I'm trying to tell you, leave me alone. Stay
I
your old
remember
self
it was
right over there. We could be beefing.
it was it was this dude I worked with. He was so fucking annoying, right? And he was just talking to me one day, and I asked him. I said, "You left your house before you was 18, didn't you?" He was like, "Yeah, my mom put me out." I said, "I see why now. Your ass annoying, bro. I'd have put your ass out at 10. Like, your ass would have been out of my house at 10 years old. Get the fuck out of here, little annoying bastard." Man, they was like, first, it was like, everybody was like, oh shit, he said that. And then when I kept going with it, they just started laughing, like, oh shit, like, he ain't gonna stop. Nah, I ain't gonna, once I'm on your ass, I'm on your ass, boy. You been sitting up here annoying the shit out of me for the last 15 minutes. It's my turn now. I've been waiting, looking for a spot to come in and lacerate your ass, boy. See, this is why I say I can't be in certain environments on YouTube because I'd be an asshole for real. I'd be a condescending
Yeah,
jerk. And I choose not, I literally choose
yeah.
not to be, bro. Because I be listening and there be so much shit going through my head and I don't say it. I just say something nice instead of saying what's actually in my head. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'll be trying to teach people. Like I can do it. I have control of self. I'm just like everybody else. Like when people say dumb shit, I'll be having dumb responses for that, but I don't say nothing. I think of a way.
I don't
I
have
think of
that.
a way to be nice. Mhm.
I don't got it in me. Like I said,
Well, man,
being on
I
this
not
app and
me.
seeing people going.
Let me holler at Commander real quick. Let me holler at Commander. Commander, that is so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Okay, I am not mean. Okay, me is so underrated of what I am. I am the fucking devil. Okay, I be looking like, before he fell, but you piss me off, then I'm gonna turn to the fallen angel. But I come with the trumpet and horns, man. I'm the most beautiful thing God ever created. Till you piss me off, then I'm the ugliest thing God ever created. So I'm not mean. I'm
Uh-oh,
beyond
that's the
mean.
duality. That's the duality,
I,
Commander. That's the duality he be talking about. See, it's coming out. It's coming out.
um,
Yeah,
but you know
this
what? I'll
guy.
say this
Yo,
though.
listen, man.
I can't. It's hard for me to be mean to people I like. Like even if they do something mean to me, like if it ain't like detrimental to my health or my life, I'd be like, man, they tripping. And I can't be mean to them because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We safe over here, right? It's just us three. But I was like, Miss
Mhm.
V hurt my feelings, bro. She really hurt my feelings the way she came at me. And then, man, it was so much crazy shit going in my head. I done made some drops and everything, and I'm like, man, I like her. She tripping. It's probably her time of the month. She'll be all right, you know. And then I just let it
That was
go,
me.
bro.
That
I
was
ain't
me.
even go in. No, bro, it be
That
true,
was
bro. I
me.
mean, shit, females be tripping. When it be their time of the month, bro, they trip out, bro. I mean, it can be the straw that broke the camel's back. It'd be like the
I'm
straw that
just.
broke the
I
camel's
don't
back.
know, man.
Bro, if I didn't like her, bro, I could dog walk her, bro. It's so much shit, bro. Like, man, I am a nice, mean person, bro. I'm a nice, mean person because I be petty and do little shit. But man, I can be like, I be fucking some people up on here, bro. Like, but I like them, so I wouldn't do that to them. But I remember somebody else made me mad, bro. I went and found some shit, bro. I was like, man, I got like 5 drops, mate. I got like a year worth of content for that one person. Like, you pissed me off, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. People don't really know what they be doing. I be saying that too. Like, God, help me get over this. So they know not what they do. They don't know you.
I just stay away. I just stay away. We have
God,
conversations about potential. I be seeing a lot of potential, but I see they don't. People like where they at, so I don't. I just hey, you stay right
do
there. You need me, I'm over here. Yeah, Commander over there. I can. I don't want to see
He was
Commander
like,
mad. I really don't.
nah, that like look, bro. I like when I first met Tay, I was like, man, she the sweetest person in the world, and I'm talking about literally not even 5 minutes. I'm like, man, she's so sweet, and I was like, if somebody piss her off, she go fucking snap. 5 minutes later, I don't know who the fuck you talking to. I was like, oh shit, like I told you, leave that girl alone. She too goddamn nice, man. It's like that when people or it's not like going out their way to be sweet or nice. It's just you can tell it's like natural to them to be nice. That's like my wife, man. She'll be she'll be nice to somebody and say thank you or something. If they don't respond, she'll be like, "Well, fuck you then." Like, hold on, bro. How you go from from the Smurf? You you just went
He
you
went from Smurf to Gargamel. I'm kiss your ass.
yeah, man. She went
You
from
little blue
Smurf to
punk.
what was what was Ice Cube? She went from Smurf to Doughboy. Like, god damn.
Woo. That's a transition. Ain't no la 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 here. Get the fuck away from
Mm,
me.
la, la,
You piece
blah,
of
blah,
shit.
blah, 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 blah. Pop, 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 pop.
Yo. But
Mhm.
that's why I said, that's why for the longest period of time I was like, yo, I don't believe in the astrology, right? Because my birthday's in May. You're a Gemini. I've said everybody's a Gemini. Everybody got two sides to them. That
Yeah,
don't mean nothing. Like, what you talking about? Everybody got two sides to them. Go ahead and pick one.
but
You pick the
you
wrong one, you gonna get it.
you know the biggest misconception about like this is the thing about information too. People take shit literally and they don't really and then they take other people's experience with the information instead of experiencing themselves. And the thing about astrology is all that is within everyone. And when you start talking about personality, like people exude different attributes. And if you look at it, all that shit is really similar, bro. All that shit really similar. A lot of them connect or they intersect. That's because we all fucking humans, bro. It depends on the day and the time and the situation. But when they talking about the star go line up and then you will be evil today, I'd be like, I don't know about all that, bro. Like that shit kind of weird. Like this is an energy. Well, energy is energy. You can do whatever with it. You can use it for positive or negative. So if I'm gonna just get more energy on this day, then I can use it the way I want. But that shit is inside everybody. And I guarantee you, even when I break down the chakras, how I tell you spiritual bodies, different aspects of yourself, I guarantee you, if you look at all those zodiac signs, you personally probably would embody like 6 or 7 of them due to the circumstances of the situation. You would change one
Right.
of them, or you'd be more this than that. But if the situation good, then I'm gonna be more that than this. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how that shit is, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That when you go through, like, when you've been through a lot of things in your life, right? Like you've been a you sparred, you played football, right? So a lot of the things is going to convert you into a different scenario. So in sparring, you gotta take some hits, but sometimes you want to give the hits, but you gotta allow that dude to get himself better so he could. So you gotta take a brunt of it. Like, yo, I gotta hit you back now, so you know how to defend it. So that's my turn to punch that man in his face or kick him in his face or whatever it is. You making that person stronger, but you take a lot of that aggression out there. You can tear my whole ribs up, man. Let me show you what it feels like. If you body him and body him and body him, right? It's returning the energy. So you might be that generous person, but sometimes you got to be that person. Nah, I'm gonna generously give you what you gave me. I'm gonna punch you in your face. I'm gonna kick you in your throat. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do. But that's just the diversity in life. A lot of this thing, you give the energy, whatever energy you get, you're gonna give it back. So you get that Leo energy, you're gonna get the Leo energy. You're gonna get that Sagittarius, you're gonna give it back. We're diverse creatures. Well, most of us are. A lot of us don't even know that we have it. So they just gonna stay with what they know or what they told or what they was programmed. I told you before. A lot of people was they woke, but they still daydreaming. So who's to tell?
I hate I hate that woke shit. I hate that shit. That shit sounds so stupid to me, man. Like when people be like, I'm woke. Man, what the fuck is you woke from? Like most woke people just complain about shit. You ever notice that? Like all the woke people complain about shit. Like you just woke up to complain, motherfucker. Like you ain't woke up to get shit done. And your ass was asleep all this time. You just woke up to complain. Fuck out of here. You ain't trying to do
Yeah,
nothing.
look, they there. That's what I'm trying to tell people. You woke to a problem, but you don't have the solution to it. You still daydreaming because you ain't come up with a solution. Stop talking about
And
it. Let's
and
get a solution done.
and then when you say catchy shit like that, people just use it and don't even they use it as more of a cliche and don't really like even uh like when people be like, "Oh, I'm bringing awareness." Awareness for what? Why you bringing awareness? What is awareness gonna do? What do you plan on to do with the awareness? Who are you trying to make aware? Do you even have a crowd? You know your crowd? No, okay. So what are you? What is? So once you bring awareness, what's the next step? What you do after that? Like, you can't nobody answer that shit. Like when I came on here, I'd be like, I want to build. And then I started hearing everybody say that shit. So I got geeked. Like, oh shit, everybody trying to build. Fuck it. Look, hey, I'm trying to work. And I'm like, hold on, bro. I thought you was trying to build. They like, oh no, man, build yeah, like build content. I'm like, oh, bro, I thought you was trying to build like networks and relationships and shit so we can get shit done on and off it. No, I'm just trying to build my channel. Oh, that's what you're trying to build. Okay, cool. Should have said that. I'm trying to build my channel. Now I'm trying to build with people. That's something different. But most people say they're trying to build, but then they don't like groups. Fuck, you will build something that's about what on a group? How you do that? I don't know. I mean, it can be done. Motherfucker build a house by themselves, I guess. We'll build a dog house. I done built a dog
No, the
house
hell
by
they
myself.
don't.
So I guess
Yeah, that type of house.
That mother, I built a duplex doghouse. Man. That bitch had two sides, bro.
Okay,
That bitch was
you good.
insulated. I had a sunroof on it. Everything, bro. That was luxury. I spent damn near $2,000 building that damn doghouse. I built that by myself.
This is
I ain't trying to build no house by
bro,
myself, so I'm
you
good.
you good. But this is the mindset. This is why I said that. But that in the what is what I hate that word. In that independent bull crap. That's what's killing everything, right? You're not here to be by yourself. This is not golf. This is not tennis. You're supposed to be a part of a team. I don't care if it's a dual team, like a
Man,
tag team. You're supposed to be a part of a team. This is what life is about teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. You by yourself,
this
you can do it every once in a while, but that ain't cool.
this is a question I want to ask, right? Why do independent women complain about men?
I don't know.
Like you shouldn't even
I
talk
don't.
about men. Be independent,
I want to hear that
right?
myself
Be
because I'm like,
independent.
wait a minute. If you don't need them, what are you talking about them for? That's
Most
what I'm
people
saying. Like
feel
you
they don't
got
need something
had
that
that
they can't have.
conversation. Is that what that is?
Yeah, most people say they don't need things that they can't have. They know they can't have. They know they ain't shit. They ain't gonna never be shit. So why strive for something that they ain't gonna never do?
That's crazy, right? Like, yeah, I don't need you, but let me talk. Well, what are you talking about me for? Let somebody else figure me out. Let somebody else see if they can use me. They can't. I can't, Commander. You know what, Commander? I told you you need to be in HR anyway. HR been closed for a while.
Cake and
You need to
Skittles
open
too.
back up.
Yeah, Commander, they can have the cake and Skittles. They can have the Pepsi. They ass gonna be on my 600-pound wife complaining they can't get rolled over.
they
That's
gonna
what's gonna happen. You can have your cake and Skittles.
the
Your
A1C
ass
gonna be
got a diabetic too.
9.6.
Mhm.
They gonna be nine point
Diabetic.
six. Talking about
Shit.
my insulin resistance don't work.
You're gonna be putting this
Ah,
cake and foaming Skittles and shit out your mouth. Yeah, they can have all that. I want to talk shit tonight. I might go live. I ain't going live. I don't feel like
uh-oh.
setting that shit up, bro. I
Look,
ain't not feel like setting it up. I ain't have to set nothing up. I probably would, but bro, I don't feel like doing it, bro. I ain't in the mood right now. I done had some rubber cement, man. That shit be putting me that making me feel chill, bro. It's a hybrid though, but I be chill. I be in like I don't want to go. I go meditate and fall asleep doing meditation right now. So I think that's what I'm gonna go do.
go ahead and
If I find
just chill
somebody,
out though, man. Chill.
I'm gonna go have fun. I might go on verbal combat tonight. I think verbal combat. I'm gonna go debate some motherfuckers about some stupid shit. They gonna talk about some shit. I don't look, man. Look, no knock against nobody, bro. I just be wondering, like, people brains, like you know, why you ain't in a position to get none of the shit you done want done in life, right? Because that shit don't work. You saying that shit don't work like that. Don't work like that. That's why you ain't in no position to get shit done because that shit don't work like that. Right. So I don't see, and I'm talking even for myself. You don't be seeing me talk about policies or, it should be like this or should do this or you should do that. You don't see me doing none of that shit, bro. You know why? I have no position of influence or power to get the shit done. So what the fuck I'm talking about it for? Oh, I'm a wishing ass motherfucker, bro. That should be weird, bro. Motherfuckers be getting mad as hell in debates that, like, bro, you ain't even doing that shit in your life. Fuck you want everybody else to do?
See, that's the beauty. Like I
Mm.
said, that's the beauty. Like it's
I
nothing
think
wrong with
people,
having no. Like if you
it,
built for a debate, you can do it.
it'd be funny though because people be like, I think people should wait till they get married to have sex. Like, did your ass wait till you get married to have sex? No, why not? Okay, so just like you was young and dumb, guess what? They young and dumb too. They gonna do the same dumb shit your ass did. So you can try to force shit on them, but it ain't gonna work like that. You gotta educate them. You just gotta
Yeah,
educate
you
them.
got to
Let's
make.
let's talk
Yeah,
about fuck what
you got.
like people. See, people talk about what you should do versus what you could do. I like to talk about what we could do, what could work. This shit is practical. All right. Like, yeah, people and
I
they be
agree.
feeling good about it. People should wait to that. How you do that? How you get that done? How you make sure people oh, you put the Bible in front of them, bro. People be fucking in church, bro. Let's be real. I done got some head in church before. Stop playing.
Man, the culprits is in the church. This is what I think. Oh
Yeah,
my God. This is what I
yeah.
try to tell people.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. Y'all
yeah, I'm in
keep
that
up.
mood,
This is
bro.
why
Y'all want to go
I
debate?
see
I might
you.
go up
You
there and
revving
talk shit.
yourself up.
I'm ready to talk shit.
Eh?
I love talking shit.
Don't worry. What
Come on,
time?
man.
It's 1 o'clock.
Is he
If
on?
you do it,
I think he
you
on.
got 2 hours. Mr. Blonde gonna be
No,
there with you in 2 hours.
no, I want to go in verbal combat, bro. I want to go in
No,
verbal
go on
combat.
in
Don't
there.
nobody come on my channel, bro. I want to talk shit to people. Open panel blood sport. Let's
I
see.
don't even know who else up there. Ron's be finding some different people to have those type of conversations. Shout out to Bronze. I just like I said, I'm not built for all that because I don't want to argue. I start saying things, man. Look, I'm gonna hurt people feeling just by having a conversation. I'm scared of that. Commander said, "Go for it."
Am I,
Aggression
am I back?
therapy.
Am I back?
You here?
No, it's just a bunch of white people up there screaming. I ain't going up there, bro. This is but that shit sound crazy, bro. As soon as I turned it off, it's, ah! I'm like, I turned that shit right off. I'm good. Uh-uh. Like I want to talk shit. I don't want to scream shit, scream and yell. The mood already set, and then I'm looking at who on the panel too.
Who channel is that?
Speak easy.
Oh, Aussie over there. He gonna start his own live in a few minutes.
Who,
I ain't
Ozzy?
seen one of his yet. Yeah, I seen one. I seen one. He
I
was like,
just,
"I did not expect you to be here." I'm like, "Wait, what?" That sounded.
mm,
I like, "Oh, really?"
Ryder's
Commander said, "What kind of person you
I
want to
might
show
go
up
over
talk
here.
shit to?"
What kind of? I might just go over here and keep shit with Riders. But
Who? You said Riders? She's still live? I know she's supposed to went live
yeah,
like
she
10
on a
o'clock.
vertical stream. Yeah, she on a vertical stream. So now I'm about to go in here and watch this. I'm about to go do this little workout. Do my color steady. Trying to tighten my
Nah,
pulse.
you know,
Trying to get rid of this dad bod. You know what I'm saying? Drinking my herbs. Drinking my
you can
waters.
be like Omar and throw some midgets.
Who?
Omar's. He was throwing midgets the other day,
Oh.
last week. Come here, little person.
Mhm.
Let me talk to you. Let me throw your ass around somewhere. Throw your ass over the top. They better catch you. They don't catch you, your ass is out. But nah, like I said, I just came up. I came up here to have a conversation. Be consistent. I don't know what's going. Like I said, I don't know what's going on in this world. They tripping though. Word. Commander said you got to find some new places.
Yeah. It's my algorithm on YouTube, bro. It don't be putting me nowhere. Like I don't know what algorithm I'm in, but my shit boring, bro. I don't be having nobody in my algorithm. And I don't know what to search or who to search. I put YouTube live and then it only give me like three things that's live. What up though? Why you not asleep?
Kid said, you
That
ain't going
baby.
nowhere.
I miss you. Why you not asleep, little mama? You running through here like Chucky. Running through your damn house at 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning. Only thing you hear is little feet pitter pat. Hey, hey. Like, oh no, man, what's going on? Lucky
They're
I
gonna
ain't
turn around.
broke.
It's Friday, Daddy.
Yeah, my
Then they ain't
wife,
got no
she not
school Monday.
working.
It's Labor Day, Daddy.
Yeah, and my wife's not working the mid shift, and she ain't working. She off Sunday, so I said we do it Sunday. And I put it, and I forgot she even worked. Yeah, my wife going through a crisis because my daughter won't go to sleep. Y'all about
That's
to
a
hear
mode,
me
Commander. That's
expand.
what y'all can teach me stuff. Commander said go on incognito mode. You might like it.
Incognito mode.
I'm like, wait, that's a mode?
Yeah, I thought you do that to stalk people. Here's my
I don't know. I'm learning. I tell you, I'll be learning stuff from you guys. You guys are great. That's why you gotta keep your
Trump
mind
hasn't
open.
made any appearances, and he doesn't have anything scheduled, and they think he's in congested market.
huh?
The Simpsons predicted he was gonna have a heart attack on the 29th.
Man,
Good
y'all wow,
evening,
bro.
lady of the name.
She talk,
Good
she talk about the
evening.
Simpsons predicted. Oh, what up, though?
What up, Nines? The Simpsons predict a lot of things.
Yeah, she talk about Trump about to have a heart attack on 29th because the Simpsons said so. Like, bro, man, y'all better hope that man make it these
All
4
right.
years. Y'all gonna have bands up there going crazy. Yeah.
Take that from her. She's like breathing in latex.
What? You just told me to make it.
No, she has another one.
Take it. It's right there. Take it.
um, Gary, incognito mode. It will
Where's
like
she
if
getting the
you
damn
go
gloves
to
from?
your,
Give it to Daddy.
I think if you go to your main page, where you have your community posts and all that, or your
Mhm.
channel. I don't know, but you'll see the incognito mode. I think you have to scroll, and when you go on there, it's gonna show you pretty much. It's not a. It doesn't have your algorithm or your history, so it's gonna show you things that you otherwise probably wouldn't see. I've gone on incognito mode and I'm like, I see a lot of good things. I'm like, I feel like this is my jam over here because it'll show you all kinds of stuff that you normally don't see, but you can't chat though. Like if you
Yeah.
wanted to chat or but you can search if you want to search. So sometimes I've gone on there and then if I like a channel or whatever, I just like go back to my regular mode and then I search the channel and I subscribe because it won't let you subscribe.
Won't let you like.
Wow.
Hmm?
It won't let you like neither because
Yeah, it won't let you do
yeah,
anything basically, like other
you're in
than search.
incognito. It's not your profile. You're not searching for your profile.
Yeah, it's like it's not your profile, so it doesn't have your history, your algorithm, so you're gonna get a totally different algorithm. You're just gonna see stuff
Wow,
that,
really?
yeah, like I see a lot of stuff that I don't normally get, like funny things, like I don't know, stuff I like. But so then I go back and then I subscribe. But I have to search for it when I go back to my regular one.
Well, my daughter
Did
But
is
yeah,
not know
try it.
that.
interested in that.
Yeah,
I
see
did
if you
not
get
know
anything
that.
good. See, the
She's
thing is,
mad.
like, once you subscribe to everybody and their mother, you sometimes like people you just subscribe to, you just to be nice, and then it messes
No,
up your algorithm.
don't go in the closet.
That's what
You a
happens.
fat
Like I
lady.
said,
Yeah,
I don't know nothing about that. I'm just tired of seeing people.
yeah.
They say they want to be there, and then they don't want to be there, and then they get mad because they still there. I don't know how that makes sense, but
Mm.
like that's what
Look.
y'all doing. Okay, I don't want to be over here, but I'll stay in mess and
Okay.
leave.
So
Go that way.
I have a YouTube homie, and she gave up all the mess, but she's been doing really good for a long time now. I think for like at least 2 years. But every now and then, like one time okay, something came up on my algorithm, so I go in this channel, and it's like crazy. It's going off, and I'm like, what the heck is happening here? There's like tons of people there, and I chat something, and then I get boom, 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 people that know me, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, oh my God, what are you people doing here? I'm out. Like,
Mhm.
see ya. And I left because I was like, this is crazy. But sometimes you can't help but go back and take a peek at the past, what these people are doing. But the thing is, like, when I go back, it's all the same. Like, nobody's changed. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a different,
Sometimes
it's
shit be
same
worse.
shit, different day. Like, yesterday it was a different person. You know, it's always gonna be it's the same thing. It's just a different person, different group, different person to go off on.
Oh, I see
It's
that.
very
I
few
see that too
people,
much.
and it's very few people I watched 3 years ago that I still watch today. Very few people. Because like repetitive shit.
Yeah, I'm still subscribed to some, but
Yeah.
not. But most I just unsubscribed. And then not only that, you have to put do not recommend because they will
Mhm.
still pop up on your home feed
And
even though you
somebody else
unsub
might,
them.
or somebody else share them out
Um,
that you still subscribe to. That's what happened. That's how a lot of people got back to my algorithm. Other people were sharing them out. I'm like, damn. So I had to put do not recommend.
I
Oh yeah, that too.
I seen the word enemy the other day. What's her name? Sister T.
The
That ain't my
wood.
enemy, man. I
That
love
one?
Sister
The
T.
wood.
I got mad love for Sister T. I ain't got no problem with her, bro. She ain't never did nothing to me but cuss me out one time. I'm used to that, bro. I can take a cuss out. I'm okay, you know. I let a lot of people say some crazy shit, you know.
Is that
But
her
do
I
name
y'all
ain't
though?
notice how
Sister
put
many
T?
people is
deniability.
That's
actually
a
like
code name.
disappearing? People are
Where are they disappearing
disappearing.
to?
I don't know.
Cause,
I ain't seen a lot of people up here in a minute.
'cause COVID's
They
over.
be they be
Just kidding.
gone.
Right. I know,
They
man. I
finally
was
got
like,
enough.
damn. I was like, damn. I wish I got hot when COVID was on. I would have been popping.
I think it's like so many people came after that, after 2020, and then a lot of people left.
Yeah. I
They
mean, you
came
get
and
to,
left.
I almost get lost in the sauce. Like you get to doing shit in real life, you know, and then you don't get too much time for YouTube. Like people be living on this shit, bro.
Mhm.
Taking showers on here and everything. And damn, bro, you can't even take a
I've
shower
taken a
without
shower.
streaming. Mm.
I still I still listen to stuff. I don't listen to music in the shower.
But that's listening. I'm talking about people streaming, taking showers. Like, bruh.
Oh hell no.
It's too comfortable for me. I can't do that.
I be listening to my little Asian dramas in the shower because I got a speaker in my bathroom or it's Bluetooth. I can hook up my phone
Yeah,
Mm,
to it.
yeah.
So yeah, I be listening to my little Asian dramas in the shower.
Raven takes a bath. He's like taking a bath and he's like on live stream with Dolly. You can hear like
Oh, that nice
water
shit.
and like I'm like, excuse me, sir.
You like Bubbles Dolly? Mm,
It sounds like
uh,
a bathroom. You know, like that little echo in the bathroom. That's
Yeah,
weird, but a lot of
you
people
hear the
do that.
background.
I know, like when
I'm
I be
like,
getting
damn,
water out of
that's
my
what you're doing.
water dispenser, I be like, let me hit the ice too, so they don't think I'm pissing or something. When I be getting water out of the water dispenser, I be like, let me push the ice button too, so they don't think I'm pissing. Somebody said that one day, like, bro, you peeing? I'm like, nah, man, I'm getting some water.
Oh my gosh, there's streamers that have. Well, you guys heard. Well, maybe you didn't hear about. Well, we were talking about Molly the other day on the stream when Word was asleep, but she would stream and actually go potty on the stream.
Oh no, who?
Like she would set up the camera and she would go pee, but like you couldn't see her private parts, but she was clearly peeing and you could see her. You just couldn't see the private parts. And she's like sitting down.
Who did this?
Oh, this chick Molly, she lost her channel though. And then there's
Who
another
she?
guy that does it. Oh, this guy, he actually showers and he actually pees, but he puts the phone away, but you still hear the pee. And then he's showering and he puts the phone like, I'm like, bro, what if the phone drops? Then what? Like,
Like, bro, like you can't
He gonna
put
be
the
mad.
You can't hit mute, bro.
That's called
Nail me, Karen.
IRL streamers, which
Nasty.
means like they
In
consistently
real life.
stream no matter what. Yeah, like they just stream straight through their lunch, dinner, potty, everything.
They just
Yeah.
being nasty,
I don't know what's
filthy
going on with
people.
my daughter. Let me jump
Oh,
down there though. Let me get her together. She tripping and my wife about to have a angry.
All right, y'all go
All right, man.
find.
All right. I'm in the
I
chat.
might go to Riders after this. She be over there lonely, so I'll be hanging out with her sometimes.
should be
Yeah, I
alone.
probably slide over there.
Yeah, she do, man. 'Cause she be
I
going
go
in
over
and
there.
like, yo, people just watch her. They just watch her like, yo, say something. Go in there and
I go
type.
over
Say
there.
something.
I go type.
But we're gonna
I
find some
just
Asian channel. He think he's
sometimes like when those people come in with like sometimes there's trolls that come in and then she just goes off on them. But sometimes it's like people that just have something to say or like I I don't know, she just goes in on them like she goes in on them hard.
he has to like. That's why I try to tell her like sometimes you're gonna get those negative reports. Just take it for what it is. Just refute it and then keep it moving.
Yeah, just keep
If you
going.
refute it and
Don't
keep it
even pay
moving,
attention.
yeah, because you're gonna lose your focus on what you really supposed to be talking about, and that's what she be doing a lot of the time. That's why I was like, nah. Then I'll say something and try to bring her back on point. Like, yo, we over here. Like, yeah,
She
this is
don't
what
want
Gary
to.
said. Yeah, facts. Oh,
You try to bring it back, but she's like, I'm still on your ass. She's like, I'm still
nah,
on your
man,
ass.
nah. You ain't like it. Nigga. Don't let the door hit you with a good lost picture. I'm like,
Yeah, that one.
don't do
Too funny.
it. I'm like, don't do it. Come back. Come back.
She likes to say that.
Yeah,
Too
she's like, don't
funny.
let the door hit you with a good lost picture. This is that the channel for you. I'm like, oh shit. She be calming herself down. She play the poem. And she's like, man, they made me mad. I'm like, nah, we over here. Come on. Stay focused. We over here. We talking about the politicians in DC. I mean, Philly. Come on. HP, baby. She's like, oh yeah, I'm back
Well,
with HP. I
especially
bet.
the vertical streams, especially, they have a lot of people going through a bunch of channels, just like swiping,
Yeah.
and they like to just say whatever. So
Yeah. They're
you
like,
get a
who the
lot of
fuck
those
is this? Like,
people,
wait a minute, this ain't for you. Like, nah, I ain't
right?
doing
They're
that.
like, what is this
I'm over here.
about? Are you a boy? Are you
What
a
you talking
girl?
about?
Or like, you
What
be
type of shit
yapping.
is this?
Those are
You
the
talking and
comments
you
all
ain't
over.
saying shit. You
Yeah.
talking and ain't saying nothing. Like, oh my god.
But those are the same comments they put everywhere. Everywhere is the same. You see the same comments. Or they'll be like, "What's behind you? Look behind you. What's there?" Or there's a roach on your wall. Or like they're all the same things they always say. Same things. And
I'm
then you
like,
get the people
nah,
that actually
that's
look.
like,
What? Where? You
like
saw a
that ain't no
roach?
roach. Like, what are y'all talking about? That ain't no roach. Wait, what y'all saying in that comment? Hold on. Like, no, they ain't talking to you. They bothering you. That's
They
trolls.
bothering you.
I think that's why I don't go vertical. That's why I won't go vertical. I thought about it, but I'm
You
like, nope, because I'll be
should.
like, no, I should not, because I'll be all over the place. I see it already. I'm learning from y'all. I'm learning from Rachel. I'm like,
Just
I ain't going
ignore
vertical.
it. Just keep talking. Don't even. Because eventually you get the people that hang out.
That's
Like,
true. But I'm saying, I be trying to read everybody comments at the same time. Like, nope,
yeah,
I'm
because
straight.
you like to read the comments, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
because there might be some interesting questions or comment. You might help me build on my conversation. You talk about who the
Yeah, and
fuck
then
is
you'll
that?
get
Like,
distracted.
I turn around and say your mama, I'm wrong. Your mama.
Your mom.
Your mama in my background. Hey, don't
Your
talk about my
mama.
mama, boy. Like, wait a minute. Brother Gary, you ain't supposed to be talking like that. No, you're
Brother
bothering me.
Gary.
Leave me alone.
Uh,
Well, I ain't gonna say let the good Lord hit you let the door knock. I ain't doing none of that. I'm gonna say your mama, your daddy,
your
it's
mama.
your auntie. Your auntie in the background. You don't see her? She got a do-rag on.
That's too funny.
She wearing a New York cap. Why New York? That's where you from? Yep, I'm from New York. Your mom.
Some of those people do turn into viewers though. They do. And they'll stay
They.
and then they just come back and come back. Because I've seen it with
I
people,
see
like
people.
people that I mod for. Like I mod for several people
Mm-hmm.
that do on the verticals, and then you get some of those people, and then or you'll say something back to them a little bit, and then they're like, "Oh, I like it here. I like this person." You know, they didn't like
Yeah, I see somebody get
get
a
all
thousand
flustered.
a thousand subscribers in like 2 days. I said, how did you do that? You ain't said nothing right. You ain't said nothing productive yet. You got 1,000 viewers. 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, oh man, this is what I gotta do. I can't do it.
You can't do
I
it.
can't.
Can't
I
do it.
refuse. I can't just be up here and do nothing. I'm just sitting
Oh
there.
yeah.
I don't even show my face. They show their face and just, hey, how you doing? And what's up? And you got 1,000 subscribers off of that? Wow, really? Okay. I can't do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't like talking
I
to
like to
myself.
encourage and stuff like that. Yeah,
It's got to be like a purpose or a
that's
subject or other people.
right. That's what I'm saying. I can't just sit here and for a whole hour. Just hit the like button. Hey, hi, what's up?
If
I'm
you're by
making an
yourself,
Instagram page
you have
after
a
this.
purpose, right? If you're on your stream by yourself, you have a purpose. What you want to talk about?
I'm talking about the people that go vertical. They don't. They just be vertical for no reason. No
A lot of them have no
channel, no
purpose. They're
nothing.
just staring into the.
Yeah, they just staring and oh hey, welcome in. This is hit the like button, subscribe. Hit the like button,
Or they
please.
have,
Like wait, there's nothing.
or it's a subscriber count watch, and they're like, subscribe, go up, up, up for
Yeah, like
subscriptions. Up. That's all they're
I'm like
doing.
how y'all ain't did nothing. I'm like man, y'all pissing me
Like,
off. Y'all
what's your
make me feel
content?
like I'm doing something wrong. What is this
And then
about?
you go look at their
Nothing. We just
content. They
in
got
here.
no content. Their content is
They
just
just got
that, doing
videos
that.
talking about walk and talk, or yeah, this come and check me out, or so I'm like, really? Y'all make me want to quit.
There's this
Y'all
guy that
defeat my y'all take all my energy.
he in Brooklyn. I always get like I think he walks in the morning and he always has like over 100 people with him. I don't know if you've seen him. He's on Vertical Stream. And he's just walking and talking.
Mhm.
But I mean, at least he's talking about something and he's going for a walk. And he does read some of the comments and responds and stuff. And he's cool. He seems cool. I'll go in there and say hi. But he basically just goes on a walk. I don't know if he's walking to work or he's just walking for exercise. But it's like, it's like 4 or 5 in the morning. So then he'll stream until the sun comes up, 6 in the morning in Brooklyn or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he tripping. I ain't doing all that. I be trying to keep up with you at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, wait, I went to sleep, woke up. I'm like, you ain't got no you sleep.
Did you go to
We
sleep and
gonna get
come
you a
back?
major.
And then you came
I
back to
sure
show and
did.
tell. Somehow it turned
Yeah,
into
I was
show
at
and
show
tell
and
at the
tell.
last minute.
Yeah, I was like, yo, we was on till 7. I'm like, Commander, you gotta go to sleep. Don't you got something to do? He's like, yo, I'm shutting down at
So
7 o'clock.
Mr. Blonde left, and I said, I'm tired, well, and then Baba was like, oh, you're leaving
And
or
then you
whatever.
go
And
for
I said,
two
well, if
hours.
somebody wants to stay, okay, well, I'll stay, but, I'm kind of tired. And then we went on for a long time, and then Aaron came back in. So it was me, Baba, and Aaron. And then Plastic
And then
African came
African,
in, and
what's
then
his
Baba
name?
dipped out.
African again. Baba said, I'm out. Baba said,
Yeah, he said,
I
I'm
gotta
out.
go
It's
to
my
work.
bedtime.
I'm like, oh, baby.
He's like, I
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
go to
like,
bed.
wait, but that's what makes you a blessing. Like you just like us. We give these people the opportunity. Like we just hey, go ahead and do what you
Say
do. I
what you
don't
want
care.
to say.
But I ain't staying up till no 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't care what nobody say. I ain't doing it. I ain't a spring chicken. I ain't got that energy. If I go to bed at
Damn.
7 o'clock, it ruin my whole day. I'm like the Grouch. I'm gonna be the Grinch. Don't nobody
I'd
say nothing to
probably
me till 7 o'clock at night.
I probably should have stopped like
That's
an
it. That's
hour before that. Because once you see once you see daylight coming or you hear the birds, like that's your cue. That's you
yeah.
don't want to get to that point.
Talking about
Yeah.
y'all trying to get me to go up there. So you left as soon as I would have came up there. You would have left. Fuck that you said. I'm trying to get you up there. You ain't trying to get me up there. You ain't gonna get me up there at 6 o'clock in the morning. You ain't gonna have me up there talking, and then we talking till 8 o'clock. Commander gotta go to sleep. Commander on new schedule.
And then Stoic had his
Like,
date. Did you hear about his update?
I sure
You
did.
probably
I'm
didn't.
about to go on Discord
You
and
gotta
find his
go
ass. Like, what happened on the date?
read the chat. You gotta read the chat because I said Gary was wondering how your date went, and then he just typed in the chat
Yeah, I did.
how his date went.
Did he? I don't even remember that because I was over there looking at
I don't think you were there.
African booty scratchers or whatever the hell they had.
I don't think you.
Whatever they were showing.
Oh, you ain't right, Gary. You ain't right.
Showing over there. They ain't right. I'm like, I got an African toy. I got an African doll. I got an African doll. I'm like, where y'all getting all these African dolls from?
Yeah, I'm like, and then I'm
That's what I'm
like, do I
saying.
have an African doll? I'm like thinking, do I have an African doll in my house?
Look, I
No,
got
I
an
don't.
African mask. I ain't got no doll. I got a mask. I'm like, wait, I'm not. I wouldn't be showing that. Look at word African what?
And then Scorpio Mama came in. She's like, good morning. And then she's like, oh, you better be careful because some of those are voodoo. And then he's
Some of it
like,
was voodoo. I'm like, yeah.
voodoo. And
I'm
he's
like,
like, yeah.
yeah. I seen who was that? That was Aaron. Like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. What you
No,
got?
no, it was
Where you going?
plastic African who said that. Like, yeah,
Oh,
don't
whatever.
play.
Yeah, I know one of them. Like, yeah. Where you? I'm like, where you going with that? Then Aaron want to wear a top hat. I'm like, where you going? What you got? You gonna have a rabbit come out of the damn hat? What's wrong with? What's going with this hat?
Oh, the men's and their trinkets and
Command.
their things and their
Yeah, and then
swords
they,
and
like I
their.
said, then they over there drinking Jack Daniels to the head. I'm like, what are y'all doing? It's 5 in the morning. But they ain't. Oh well, I don't
Word.
think Africa's from
Gary
America.
came in and said, I had to report to HR. Get out of here. You got to shut it down. He came and gave me like a reprimand. He said,
Yeah,
what
cause
is going
they
on
was.
here,
I'm like, yo,
ma'am?
Commander, what is going on over here? Look, you talking about African? They had African dolls, and one of them was wooden. And then I'm like, wait, where y'all going with this?
I don't know. Like,
I'm like, no, y'all
I
doing
don't
too
know
much.
what the after. I don't know. Like, because then for a minute I thought, is this like disrespectful? Like, I don't know any of I don't know any of that stuff with the dolls. You know,
And I'm just looking like, okay, they bringing dolls. Then somebody brought a knife or something. Was that a knife?
it was like
I
a
don't remember what
sword
it was. It was something like, yeah, sword. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Who you about to clean up?
and like a hammer or
Oh,
a
we talking about
Thor.
Commander at the party. We talking about Commander at the party when you went to bed the other night.
What in the
And they
sand
was over there
hills?
talking about we went from Jack Daniels to African dolls. I'm like, I don't know how we got here.
Look, when the cat's away, the
I wouldn't
mice
even
will
been up there.
play.
Yeah, when the word is gone, the worms come out. You know, the early bird didn't catch the worm. The early bird went to sleep.
It's the
So
nine
we was over
volts.
there talking about this. I was trying to keep up with Stoic's date. They was over there talking about something else. I don't know what they was talking about. Stoic
Yeah,
think he's
Stoic had his
slick.
day, but it's not gonna work out.
I know it ain't gonna work out because he's gonna hide for the next 2 weeks. And that's how I know it ain't work out. He think I don't know him. I know him. I'm gonna say, Stoic, you gotta be consistent, man. If it don't work, you still gotta come back. We looking for you, buddy. Come on back. We ain't gonna reprimand you. We just wanna make sure you're all right. I be scared for Stoic though. I ain't gonna lie. I really do. I know he be fighting demons for real. He really be fighting.
Life's too
He fight
short
demons.
to be fighting demons and
But
being,
if
I don't know, scared.
that's all you know though, that's all you're gonna do. Right? You're gonna fight, it's like somebody told me. They said, I'd rather go with the devil that I know. I was like, you want to go with the devil that you know. You don't
Hmm.
want no peace. You want the devil that you know. This is what I'm saying. Y'all looking for the bad thing, the good thing comes. I don't trust it. I'd rather stay with the devil that I know. Okay, well there you go. Stay
Mm,
in that losing aspect. That's why they be
yeah,
stuck where they at. They be
yeah.
loyal to the losers. That's why people get. That's why I know word don't like what is it? Last uh good people finish last. They naive. No, good people don't even get the respect to finish last. It ain't even naiveness. They getting put in friend zones and stuff like that. They ain't naiveness. You being who you are, that good person going, oh well, I don't want to ruin the friendship. Oh, wait, what? You don't want to ruin the friendship, so you go with Pookie and Ray Ray or Jane and Terry, and they gonna tear you up, and you happy with that. They gonna abuse you, take advantage of you, and you want to stay there. Okay, have fun with that.
Yeah,
Have fun with it.
that kind of person's probably not healed. You probably wouldn't really want that anyway.
I agree with
Because
that.
if they knew better, right? If they were better, they would want better. They would know better,
I
right? At
think
that
people are
point.
afraid to want to know better. That's what I'm saying. They be afraid to do better. It's too much work to do better. Be a lazy society. We don't do better because we like where we at. We settle for where we at.
But
I
I
just want
think
a job that
if
pay me $20 an hour and still work at McDonald's. How that work?
um if someone's finding that same scenario with people with the friendship, and then I would say like, okay, try something different. Like that's not working. That's not working, because then it's like you're wasting time. I mean, nothing's a waste of time if you think about like, oh, if it's a nice experience and you learn something and it was good while it lasted, it's a good friendship. But does the friendship continue after they go with Pookie and Ray Ray or whatever you said? Do you still be
Yeah,
friends with the people?
me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm weird. Shut up,
Yeah, you're
word.
weird. But Gary's like, I'm still gonna be your friend, but you can't come back
No,
to
I'm
me
not.
because I won't accept it. Because if you come back
Yeah,
around after
I
you've been
won't.
with Pookie and Ray Ray, I don't want you.
Yeah,
But
I
what
don't
if
want
they
you after that.
learned? What if that's what they needed to, like, what if that's what they needed in order to, like, actually appreciate someone like yourself?
You sit back and watch.
You wait,
I
you
be,
sit
I,
and
be,
you wait and you
I
watch.
believe in improvement. I believe in improvement, but I don't think a lot of people know what improvement is. They rather stay where they at. People don't really want to improve themselves no more, or they want to take a shortcut. That's why I said I don't want to renew nothing. If you're going to be new, be new. Don't renew it, because a lot of the time when you renew, you're doing the same thing that's over and over again. I want to change my hair, but you just putting it in a ponytail. That's not changing your hair. You did it the same thing over and over. Cut it, trim it, dye it.
Cut it, trim
I
it.
don't care what you do. That's new, right? You just
Ooh,
you just putting it in a ponytail is not renewing. You're not doing nothing new to it. You're just settling for what you're doing, a quick, fast, and hurry thing. That's why I was telling people, if you do something new,
interesting.
try not to renew your old habits. I wanna.
Like,
I
make
don't
it so
want to
that
be
you
with
can't go
somebody that
back,
does.
right? You cut your hair off, you make it so you
Right.
can't. If you put a ponytail, you could go back to the other style.
Yeah. All you gotta do is take the rubber band out and all right, I can do this again. No, no, do something else. Cut it, box braid it. I don't care what you do. Put some locks in it. Whatever it is that you do something new. See if it works for you. See if the new thing works for you. But everybody just goes back to what they normally do. That's renewing. It's just like
Yeah.
people here. I want to get on a good. I want to be on a good sector. But as soon as something happens, well, if this is happening here, I might as well stay over there. You just wanted to go back anyway. Just say that.
Well, if you're a person that says
You know.
yes a lot to a lot of things, then you should practice saying no. If you're a person that like says no and no and closes yourself off, then you should practice saying yes to things. Just try it for like a couple months. Just try it and see what happens. Not you. I'm just
I
saying
just
people in general.
no. I just think a lot of people fear things. They fear the new things, so they rather just do what's normal, what's a routine for them. They won't change their routine.
Yeah, well,
If
you're
they
not.
change their
People are
routine, they
not gonna
feel like
get
they're gonna get
rewarded
another.
with. You gotta try something different, and you have to take risks. Like with risks comes big reward. Like you can't have the big reward if you don't take any risks. Like that's no. You
Oh,
have to jump in. You
well, that's
gotta
why
think,
people.
what's the worst thing that can happen? That's why, like with Stoic, it's like, well, what's the worst thing that can happen? You want love for life, and if you don't have that love for, sorry, Stoic, if you're listening, okay, but I'm not bashing you. I want not bashing you. I just want you to see another side of it, because
Oh, he's a non. He'll be
like
all right.
life, like if you accept that when you get into a relationship, like what's the worst thing that can happen, and you think like for example, me and my marriage, I think it's not nothing lasts forever. So even though like everything's good or whatever, I think like, oh, I met my person. Like I know that anytime it could go away. It could just go away. Anytime, like the world goes
That's
around.
good.
So if you're always aware and like prepared that things don't last forever and you just try to enjoy what you have at the moment, then it's awesome. It's not perfect. Things are
Yeah,
not perfect.
I
You're
go
still
with
gonna
that.
have pain when you have loss, but you're more, at least a little bit more prepared.
It's just the people that they expect the worst. They expect that shoe to fall off. So they waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. They're not even enjoying the good times that they have. Right? If I
Oh
was to sit
no,
here and just
yeah.
worry about somebody really receiving what I'm saying, I would have been stopped doing this. I don't. I'd have been stopped because I know a lot
Yeah,
of the time it's not going to be that many people here, so I get it. But no, like I said, if you doing the right thing, you shouldn't worry about nothing else. Like you shouldn't wait
yeah,
for the other shoe to drop off.
yeah. You
I'm not
shouldn't be
waiting for a
waiting
troll to
for
be
it,
coming to show. Yeah, you can't
but
wait
you know
for
that
it.
if
You
it
just
happens,
enjoy the
it's
moment.
okay. Yeah,
Right.
if it happens,
I know. I know how to
it's all
handle
right.
it. That's why you're supposed to be able to. You're supposed to prepare for a lot of situations anyway. Nothing should catch you off guard, right? Even if you're dating, right? You're dating a person. All right, well, things are going well. I'm not gonna sit there and say, let's see how long this lasts. I'm gonna enjoy what happens. I've
There you
been
go.
through too many situations to where it's possible, but I'm gonna enjoy the moment. Especially when you ain't had those type of moments in the first place. Enjoy the moment. Stop looking for the other shoe to
There you
fall.
go.
Stop
There
looking
you
for
go.
that negative aspect to happen. Enjoy the moment. But a lot of the time, these people fall in love with the moment, and then as soon as something happens, they get heartbroken. They put all their eggs in one basket in that moment. That's what I'm saying. The fear of a situation will hold everybody back. So that's why they do the things that they do. Not me. I'm straight. I don't care. Look, I don't care. Nobody love me or not. I don't care. I'll be all right. Somebody
That
will drop
part.
out the sky.
See,
Somebody will drop
if
out the
you're
sky
okay with
somewhere.
that, like for example, if you okay, you're okay with whether you're alone or not, right? You're good with yourself,
Hmm.
right? You know your
Hmm.
value and you know that you're fine. So if you find someone to be with, you're not waiting for them to something to mess up that you got, you're not waiting for something to mess up. You're enjoying your time. And if it does happen, it happens and you're going to be all right. You're going to be fine if something should happen and you break up or you're going to be fine. It might hurt a little bit, but
Hmm.
you're good with yourself. You've been through a lot already, you said.
That's gonna hurt regardless. That's what I'm saying. But that's
Yeah,
the thing. If you've been through pain already, you should expect it, but
you'll
you should
survive.
know if the pain does come, you'll be okay. You've been through it before, right? If you get pricked by a thorn, right? Does that mean you don't pick up the rose anymore, or you just overcome the prick and the pricking and pick up the rose? Don't let the thorn
Mm,
stop you. Enjoy the rose. Find another way to get around the thorn. But people see
Yeah.
the worst in
And I
things,
don't
they
like
just stay there
roses.
with it.
So just you could find a
That's not
different
good.
flower. I
Yeah,
mean,
go
you
get
don't
you,
have
go
to always
find
go
you
with the
a
rose. You
lilac,
could
a tulip.
you can get a different
No, I'm just
flower. You can
saying,
go
yeah,
get
you know,
daisies or
yeah,
tulips
yeah,
or
that those don't got the thorns. Look, yeah, those don't got the thorn in it. Just find you another flower. The beauty is in all flowers if you know what you're looking for. It don't have to be that one flower with the thorn in it. But that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are not diverse. They stick with their preferences. I love roses, so I'm gonna
yeah.
stay with roses. But if that tulip is not gonna prick you, wouldn't you enjoy the tulip because it's not gonna prick you? But it's not the same thing. It's not as pretty as it's pretty. You now you want to be color preference. Now you prejudice. But
He's
that's
not my
another story
type,
for another day.
right? The girl, he's not my type. That's not my type. It's like, well, your type's not been working, so maybe try a little something different.
Your type ain't work at all. So when you gonna change the preference? That's my preference, and I like it. Okay, well, how's it been doing you? You found that 6'5" dude, and you ain't still with the 6'5" dude. What happened? Oh well, I didn't like this. I just think I just think people want to be in things that they don't want. They don't want, right? It's like people that get married. You get married, but you don't want to be a wife. You just want the title of being a wife, or you want the title of being a husband, but you don't want to do the role of the husband. There's a lot of people doing that now, and that don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, I
It's
think
crazy.
people try
It's
to fit
crazy.
in the stereotypes, or they try to fit in what they think is what they're supposed to like what we've been programmed. Because how is
Uh-huh.
it like we're programmed, right? Because if you think about it, well, everybody has a different taste, right? But they say that we've been programmed
Hmm.
to when we think beautiful people are like high cheekbone and like certain features, those are supposed to be the more, the more attractive looking people. Because we've been
Hmm.
programmed, right? And then you have the trends that you program, like, oh, all of a sudden this body type is in, like, and then maybe a few years down it's not going to be that anymore, it's going to be something else, and then people are always trying to fit into whatever they're programmed or whatever
It's
they
just
think is
yeah,
their
it's just like people
stereotype.
that get BBLs and stuff like that. No, we don't want BBL. Oh well, we thought you liked the BBL. You ain't think that because you getting it for yourself. You only competing with yourself. I don't like
Supposedly
makeup. You don't have
BBLs
to be
are,
made up from it.
I think boobs are out. People are taking their boobs out. That's what I saw. I saw this thing where a lot of the celebrities are taking
Mm.
their boobs out. Like they're making their boobs smaller. So if they had implants, they're taking those out and having smaller boobs, so that, I guess. And I don't know about the
I
butt
just want
thing.
people. I just want people to. Yeah, I just want people to. But doesn't that show like a lack of confidence? Isn't that like a low self esteem situation? That's something that word would be talking about. If you don't have that self esteem, you want to be made up. You want to get blown up. You want to get
You
a
want to
what is
keep up
that?
with the
Uh,
Joneses and do with
yeah,
what's trending.
I, yeah. I don't want to trend. I want to be me. Accept me for me. If you accept me for me, we good. You gotta accept the good and the bad. Only person that I don't know that don't do bad is Commander. She's great.
Yeah, I'm an angel, guys.
I,
I'm perfect.
I believe that.
Sent from God. I'm just kidding.
Yes, she is. She
I
is a
am
heaven
not
sent.
perfect.
She's perfect, y'all. Don't listen to her. She don't do nothing wrong. If she do,
Duality.
I don't know.
Duality.
She ain't got, she ain't got no duality.
The sweetest people can
She
be the
she like
meanest
she like a,
people.
oh yeah, I believe that, but that ain't you. That ain't you at all.
Word, he
If I
hasn't
see
seen me
that,
yet. Even when
if
I'm
I see
mean,
Commander do something wrong,
it's
we
not
we
that
going to
bad.
war.
No, but I could
We
be mean
going to
though.
war. We
I could be mean. I could talk smack.
Yo, I seen you talk it. But it gotta be triggered. You gotta be
Exactly.
triggered.
Yes, that person asked for it, and it wasn't even just a one time. It's like, no, you mess with me a couple different times. So yeah, now
I
you
was
can
like,
get it.
oh,
Especially
I said, oh
especially the
no.
drunk people. Listen, some of these people come on here are drunk. They don't even remember the next day what they said. They think they could just spout whatever they want out their mouth, and then we're all
Real is
supposed to
what's
take
going
it.
on.
You can dish it, but you can't take. Who's that? You can dish it, but you can't
Realist.
take. What's up, realist? Yeah, like some of those people want to dish it, but then they can't take it. It's like, nah, you're gonna
And it
get
was
it.
like, well, okay, so what was the purpose of you coming here? Like you came up here, you
To
don't
get
even
the
know what you're
smoke.
saying, and then you mad because they give you a different energy. Oh, you don't remember? So stay your ass out the way. Get out the way.
You're
You
gonna
don't know
get
what
this
the hell
smoke,
going on. Stay your
crybaby.
ass out the way.
Your little crybaby ass is gonna get this smoke, and they probably will forget it the next day. That's the good thing, though. that's how
But
they don't even remember it. That's
but
how
that's
messed
the
up some
sad
people are.
part. You sitting there, you causing chaos, and you don't even remember it. But then you get mad
Yeah,
because the energy ain't what it was the day before. Wait, you
yeah.
came in here with some nasty energy. So you think I'm gonna give you good energy after yesterday? That's not how this works. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. You're gonna get a version that people ain't never seen before. That's why I teach word all the time. When you like, you got me all right, word, you gotta calm down. You about to go ham. So let's turn it down a little bit. Let's change the subject. Nah, man, he got me fucked up. Like, oh shit. Here he go. He going. Look, let's stop the live. Let's turn the live off. Nah, man, nah. Who they think they don't know who I am, man? I see you in the street.
It's hilarious. And
I'm
then
like,
the
come on,
people
big nine,
forget.
don't do this, big nine.
And then they come in like it's a
Right,
brand
like,
new day, like they never been onto the channel, and they come in like normal. It's like, and then
oh
word
yeah,
forgets
man.
too,
I just
though.
wanted to add to the conversation. Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
just
do.
wanted to add. I'm just here. Yeah, and I'm like in the chat going,
I mean, like,
"That's the guy from the other day. That's the unscrupulous."
wait, really? That's him right there? This is unscrupulous. Like, come on, word, don't
Yeah,
do that. Word, we trying to tell you something, man. I ain't jumping up on the panel to tell you that's his goofball. I ain't doing that. Look in the chat. Read the chat.
it's a new day. Every day is a new day. Every day is a new day. It starts over.
That's the beauty
I
of
mean,
life,
that's a good
man.
way to
You
be,
can
right?
always start a new thing. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of it, right? You can always start a new day a different way, right? You don't have to live in what happened yesterday, whether it's good or bad. You can either improve on it, or you can or you can upgrade it, right? Like if you had a sucky day, maybe today is a better day. And if you had a better day, if you had a good day yesterday, maybe today will be a better day. Who knows? But you got to get there in the first place. There's just so many people that's going through so many different things in life, right? Even that situation in Minnesota, I'm like, oh my god, he mad. That person was mad because they mad because they changed themselves and now they want to go back to what they were. That's a lot of trauma. Your parents are sitting
Yeah, I
there
don't.
crying. Why you didn't have this conversation with your parents? You went up there a regular little school and shot up some kids. That's not cool.
Did that
That's
person
not
go to
cool at
that
all.
school? I don't
I
even know
don't
the
know, but
story.
if if they did, they was 23, so it was an elementary school. So I'm like, okay, you mad
Hmm.
about something that happened 15 years ago? If that's the case, no, you was mad according to what they saying. You was mad because you wanted to. He was he was a transgender person. So he went from I think he was a male, went to a female, wanted to go back to a male. And I'm like,
Oh, the problem is people
that's
blaming
a,
everyone else, right, for how they feel or their problems. Though, like those people that always blame other people. It's never their fault. It's never their no accountability. It's always
but
somebody
that's
else's fault.
but that's why we sit here and have the conversation. Like, yo, listen, we give you the opportunities to have that conversation. You listen. You don't want to hold yourself accountable. Let's figure out what's wrong in the first place. We ain't gotta say who did the wrong. Let's figure out what's wrong. We can figure all that other stuff out later. So if you mad because you wanted to be who you was in the first place, let's make the solution of how do you get back to who you was in the first place. That's it. That's what you need to do. If you think you can make good content, let's figure out what made your content pop up in the first place, right? If people like to hear me have the conversation of encouraging, just tell me. If you like the fact that I can do sports, just tell me. If you think I can do both, just tell me. We can figure it out. I'm not afraid of constructive criticism. I like to improve. So growth is a part of improvement. So you tell me what I need to do, I'm gonna do it. Commander told me, yo, why don't you change your avatar? I changed the avatar. I did with no problem.
Okay.
It didn't hurt. Don't do that,
Didn't
Commander.
hurt anything.
Yeah, it didn't hurt nothing, but that's what I'm saying. If it did, you still could learn something from the hurt and the pain anyway. That's the point.
Yeah.
What did you learn? You learned if you be too nice to somebody, somebody could manipulate and abuse the privilege. Okay, now that means you got to put a limit on your kindness, your likeness. You gotta put something there so it doesn't hurt you anymore. Don't mean put up a daggone wall. At least put up a wall that you can see through, like a little a plexiglass thing, so you can at least see what's coming. You don't got to put up a whole brick walls. You can't see what's coming. You can't see what's going. You can't see who's trying to approach you. You can't live life like that. You have to be. It's good to be prepared, but you can't be so overly prepared that you don't know what's coming. That's what hurts you even more. You don't know what they climbing over the wall. Of course they are, because they're trying to get to somewhere they need to be. With you,
Yeah.
you don't see it. Then you become
There's a
lonely and
lot of
isolated.
people.
Then you get mad at yourself.
There's a lot of people like that. There's a lot of people in pain. There's a lot of people, a lot of hurt people, confused people. And it's like, where do they go? Where do they go for help? Like, where a lot of people are like shut in their homes, or like, even like religion. Okay, yes, religion can be bad in a lot of ways, but it can be good in a lot of ways. And now it's like people don't even try because, okay, religion's bad. God is bad. But God's the bad guy now somehow. But I would rather have people do that than nothing at all. I would rather them at least try to live some sort of follow some sort of morality, even if it's not perfect.
It's
But
the structure
find
of a
some
thing that,
comfort.
that people need to follow, right? I agree. It's the structure of a thing that you need, right? It's the reason why, like a lot of people, no disrespect to these type of people, when they go to AA, NA, and they follow the 12-step program, and they do the serenity prayer and all of that stuff. It gives them a structure, gives them a foundation to where they can build to get away from certain things.
Yeah, and
You build
support.
yourself on getting up out of, yeah, you get out of that moral support of, okay, I know I need to be like this, so I need to say no to this temptation. I need to stay away from this person because they may tempt me, they may trigger me, or whatever the case may be. But it all starts from that little serenity prayer. Grant me the things that I can, the willingness to accept the things that I cannot change, and so on and so forth. But you're gonna understand sooner or later you can change a lot of the things. Whatever you can't control, you stay away from it. And that's the structure of the program in the first place, or that statement, or that prayer. So when you follow that structure, you understand that it's gonna work for you. You lean on it. You don't gotta put your whole back into it, but you lean on it to where it can hold you up if you need it to. It's like holding hands. You hold somebody's hands just so they don't let go and run them up. You hold your child hand so that child don't run across the street and nothing happens to them. Same thing. That's what we need to do as a bunch of people going forward. But we've been so, we tell somebody a secret and then somebody tell it. I can't talk to nobody because they telling everything. Or you threw it right back in my face. I'm
Mm.
not throwing it back in your face. I'm telling you what you told me to make sure you understand. We trying to get away from it. I'm not throwing it in your face. I'm telling you this is what we staying away from. No, you just said that so you could throw it in my face. I told you that in secrecy. You did, but I'm telling you this so we could stay away from that type of scenario. If you tell me you don't know how to tie your shoe, I'm saying, yo, don't, just make sure you get shoes with straps on it because you don't know how to tie your shoe. You're teasing me. No, I'm just telling you get the shoes with the straps because you don't know how to tie your shoe.
Oh Lord, I
That's
can't
it.
stand those people. Oh, I can't. Lord help me, I
Like,
can't stand those people. That they
Right,
have to
and it's
turn
like, you know
everything
what?
around to become
Yeah,
to victimize, basically, to become the victim and you the bad guy.
yeah. That's that trauma shit right there. I'm not
You
here to
think everyone's
victimize
out
you.
to
I'm trying
get
to help
you.
you get right. I ain't said nothing to get you in the first place. I'm sitting there listening. So when I say the one thing that you felt like triggered you, oh, it's your fault. Okay, well, I know what to do with you. Listen, you talk to me, I'm gonna put your ass on mute so I can't say nothing. Just talk. Put the phone down and let them talk. Hey, I'm still charging you. I wonder if that's what Word do.
I'm
Word, you just
still
put your phone
charging.
down and just let them talk. I'm still charging you though. You got 40 minutes. You got 20 minutes. 15 seconds. Up, your hour's up. Gotta go. Send that cash app. Send the Zelle. I got you.
Yeah. Not, I don't know. There's
But
people that can't be helped. There's just people that can't be helped. But those people, you just gotta. I don't know. I don't know how those people end up being in their life.
I just think I don't know. I'm not gonna say they can't be helped. They don't want to be helped.
They don't
Anybody
want to be
can be helped.
helped.
Because
Yeah.
the question is, do they want it? Yeah, do they want it?
Yeah. They don't want to be helped because they just want to stay in victim mode. Like, poor little me. Everyone is attacking me all the time.
That's like that yes person. I can't. I can't. I can't be around a yes person because you telling this person they doing wrong and you just saying yeah. Hey, let's go punch that person in the face. Yeah, let's go do that. Like, why are you punching that person in the face? What did they do to you? Do you even know that person? What they said? Nothing. Okay, let's just do it. No, I'm not saying yeah to that. You wow, you weird. Let's go over there and troll this person for what? I don't know what this person talking about. If it ain't for me, I ain't gotta troll them. I ain't gotta be there.
Hmm.
That's the group thing that that a lot of people do. And then when you try to build and let's come together and work. I don't want to be in a group. It's the same tactic. Instead of you saying like, wait a minute, let me see what y'all doing first. Maybe he rocks with it. I'll rock with it, and then I don't want to be in a group. No, if we have the same idea, what's wrong with being in a group? You do it your way, I do it my way, but the end goal is the same goal. So why not do it together? Too many people competing against one another instead of getting the goal done.
Yeah. I think it's like, don't get too personally too invested in the group. Like, you can still participate in a group and do your own thing and participate in the group without being too emotionally invested to the point where then you might get hurt if you don't like something, or because there's always going to be problems. There's always going to be things. Or if you can learn how to deal with it when a problem arises. Because no matter where you go, like that's why with churches they say, "Oh, there's all these problems." Well, yeah, there's problems everywhere. But if you stay focused, right, and then you know that there's going to be something's going to come up and you can deal with it, you can either ignore it or deal with it head on. But know that it's going to happen and don't let it deter you. Like, always just keep your eye on the prize. Keep focus on what the mission is.
Right. If you keep your eye on the goal, if the goal is still the goal, if we still striving for it, it doesn't matter if we both disagree. I don't always agree with what Word say, and Word don't agree with what I say. The goal is still the same though. Okay, well we
Yeah.
can agree to disagree. Are we still in the goal? Yeah, I bet. Well, look, let's go. I ain't gotta be vulnerable. You ain't vulnerable. I ain't gotta be vulnerable. Let's leave it at that. Okay, bet. All
We
right,
all don't
cool.
have
All
to
right.
have the same beliefs. Like Word says, like
Right.
all kinds of people work together in business and they're not necessarily believing all the same thing or judging each other. Or like the doctors, each doctor has their own religion, their own beliefs. They still do your surgery. The doctors at the hospital still work together because they're working together to get like a job done. So
Right.
they're not
And the goal.
emotionally invested or criticizing each other or taking things too personal or whatever it might be.
And that's the thing we need to do going forward. Stop being emotional about things. If the goal is the goal, let's strive for the goal. If you think we can get a group of people to come together, let's work on that. Let's not put no feelings involved. Okay, You think the way you teaching is gonna work? That's cool. If I think the way I encourage people works, that's cool. The goal is to get people together. If we separating how we bringing people together, that's the problem. Everybody want to be right instead of the goal being right. If the goal is right, we don't have to. It's not about us taking credit. The credit is gonna find itself because it's right. So let's be a bunch of individuals with like mindedness. We can do that, but it's up to everybody to do their part. If somebody's slacking, okay, how we gonna pick that up? You know what I mean? People go missing. You still work together. It's life is life. That don't mean that they're not a part of the team. Life is life. You still shout them out. You still big them up. You still want the best for them. So when they come back around, they come back around. Hey, we miss you, but we not here to replace nobody. We here to add people. If you were coming back, you coming back. It's not about replacing. It's about adding. It's a difference.
Yep, and there's room for everybody. Look at how many people, how many YouTubers, how many people on social media, and people still like to compete or argue with each other or say you're stealing this, you're stealing that, you're stealing my subs. Just it's like it's so big, there's so many people, so many channels, so many there's enough for everyone.
But the crazy part is, I can't be stealing subs. If the only way I can steal subs is we doing the same thing at the same time. Let's not do it at the same time. How about that? If I know,
Well,
for
even
example, if
that,
I know
like no,
word gonna
like
come on,
you can't steal someone that you don't own them. Like nobody owns people. Right? It's like people sitting at home
no,
watching TV, they switch the channel to channel. Can you imagine if like the channel people on TV got mad? Like, why are you switching to that channel? Like, why didn't you watch
yeah, but
today?
even with that, they're competing. They're
I
competing
mean,
with
yes,
one
they're
another. If like,
competing.
mhm.
I mean, I guess they're competing for their time, I guess, right? Like if two restaurants are open at the same time serving dinner,
Right.
then yeah.
If I want steak, do I go to Outback Steakhouse or Ruby Chris? Like, I'm not. I know they both open, so as a preference to it. Now, if I know I'm not competing with you, if I'm rocking with you, I'm not gonna steal your time. Like if I know Riders is gonna be on at 11 o'clock in the morning, I'll wait till she goes off to come on because I'm not. Even though we may not have the same topic, but a lot of our subscribers are the same, so I wouldn't just go on over. I wouldn't go over there to make them decide which one to do, right? Because unless I just want to do this for views, because you only need 30 seconds for a view. But if I have a point to get across, I'd rather them watch it to hear the point to get across instead of
Mm,
switching from her to me to her. That's how you
yeah,
defeat that. You,
yeah, I
you
see
can
what you're
work
saying. Yeah,
together and have the same idea. All right, you going in the morning, I go in the evening. Bet. If you notice,
yeah, I
that's
see what you're
why I
saying.
do sports at night, and then we go over the words and we can have that conversation. Every other thing that I do is in the daytime. All right, I'm in the morning, word at night. We talk about a lot of similarities. That's why we don't go back to back. I go in the morning, he go at night. Dang, that them 9 people, they stay consistent. One in the morning, one at night. All right, the nighttime is sports. All right, we talk about sports. This, and this. What's up? Okay, cool. All right, y'all tune into the word. He's gonna have a great conversation. We're gonna go over there and join him. That's it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That way you ain't stealing nobody. You're not stealing a view. You're not stealing, you're not, it's not even stealing. It's it's just to show that I'm not in competition with you. It's a respect thing. I'm not competing with you, so I go in and you go down, and then we good. If we go at the same time, what's the point? We might be talking about the same thing at the same time. So what's the goal? What we doing is separating people. If we trying to bring people together, we have to bring them together. We can't compete with each other and think they're gonna come together. That's not how that works.
Yep, or replay. People can replay.
I ain't even think I was on this long. Why ain't tell me it's almost 3 hours, Commander?
All right, I'm dropping off. Good night, Mr.
All
33.
right.
Nice talk.
Good night. Good night, Lady of the Nine. Shout out to Commander. Shout out to my 33 brother. Shout out to everybody that came through tonight, right? So we did as you can see, we can have conversations about sports, and sometimes the sports conversation leads into real life conversations, right? Because whether it's a sport or whatever, it things can transition into real life situations, teamwork, camaraderie, working together, all of that could turn into an everyday aspect. And that's what we do here at Sports Chat with Mr. 33. We had those conversations so you can feel comfortable. Like I said, even if we had those type of conversations, you can feel comfortable and have whatever type of conversation you want. That's what we do here. So I appreciate everybody coming through tonight. Especially for me. Like I said, I've been gone for a little while, but whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about it. So from the Channel 9 studio, this is Mr. 33 signing off. Have a good one.